This is Samantha from Wisconsin. I am the dragon's daughter, and I swear to you, those who harm you will die screaming.
Hey, Sistah Speak fam. This is Jackie from Silicon Valley, and this is your PSA to KTSS. Keep that shit short and sign up for the Patreon if you can, because we all love our sisters as much as a Targaryen loves, their siblings.
Greetings from Dame Goody of the North. Kakalaki, worst of her name, sour like dill pickles, bringing fuck around and find out energy to the Sistahs Guard.
Hey, Sistah Speak Nation, this is Joseph from Las Vegas. I graciously would like to thank the old gods and the new for not allowing the old showrunners of our beloved Dem Thrones from being a part of this so far wonderful prequel series. Dracarys.
Hey sisters, this is Ray from Cali in Texas now. Well. We see that Jon Snow ain't the only one who knows nothing. King Viserys, you ain't got to be worried about no secrets of the long night, bruh. D&D destroyed that storyline, and Arya killed him. Yep, not a factor.
You're late. The cupbearer must not be late. Leaves people wanting for cups. Hey sisters, Robert from the Bay here by way of the RVA. Just want to say, House of the Dragons, we back baby. GOT, let's go.
This is Alex the Taxman from Memphis, Tennessee. My family has just been destroyed, but instead of being by my side or Rhaenyra's, you chose to celebrate your own rise, laughing with your whores and your lick spittles. Your lick spittles. I love it, your lick spittles.
Greetings to the queens of Sistah Speak Nation. It absolutely warms my heart to hear your wonderful voices talking all things House of the Dragon. Sir Zombie Scotty of House Silverfox, or keep that shit short, means something entirely different.
Brother Ray is back in the house of the dragon. Dracarys.
Welcome to Sistah Speak House of the Dragon, where we discuss the HBO original series House of the Dragon from a sister's point of view. I am Sister LM.
I'm Sister J.
I'm Sister A.
And I am Sister K. And welcome to episode number 3. Let's get started. Welcome, Sistah Speak Nation. We are back for this awesome show, House of the Dragon.
Oh, it gets better and better.
Yes.
Yes.
And before we get into this episode, let's talk about what we are lipping, sipping, and swagging with tonight.
Alrighty, I will go first with my swag. I have on my rose gold necklace. Thank you, Sister K. And it says Sister LM in blingy script. And I have on my Alex and Ani Soul Sisters bracelet.
Cool.
It's solo dolo today.
Yeah.
Wow, by
one
itself.
bracelet.
I know, right? I am drinking from my Patreon thermos, which is the best.
Yes.
And I just have some ice cold H2O in here.
Okay.
And then for my lippy, what I'm going to try to do, because I have a lot of reds. So for as long as I can, I'm going to try to do a different red every House of the Dragon episode.
Okay.
So this one is by MAC, and it is called Chili. And it's
Chili.
a matte. So it's like
Okay.
reddish orange.
Nice.
Yep.
Very
Like
nice.
it.
Thank you. And that is it for me.
You don't need anything on top of that? It's not too dry?
I
was
don't.
just gonna
It's
ask.
matte. It is
Yeah.
matte, but it's not drying.
Okay.
That's good.
All right.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, well, I will go next. For my bling, I have my also Soul Sister bracelet. Thank you, LM. And I have my blingy J that I wear all the time. Thank you, Sister A. And for my hydration, I have an authentic Yeti old school with the little silver on the bottom with my Sister J name on it. Thank you, Sister LM. She got me this. And it's really, really nice. And as y'all can see, I have a Yeti handle. See that word Yeti on it?
Mm-hmm.
And it's a handle. It's a handle. So you don't have to like hold it like that.
Great job, Vanna.
Yeah.
Right? So
I love my
bougie.
Yetis. And in here, I have some nice cold, ice cold black cherry Kool-Aid, y'all.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Good Kool-Aid.
And it's sweet because I like mine sweet. Okay. And what else? Oh, for my lippy, I have one of my favorites. This is Milani in the gold too.
Yeah.
And this is number 42 Rose Femme.
Yes, I have that one too, and I love it. Yeah.
I still have to get that one.
It looks ashy on me.
I love this. This is my favorite. I wore this every day when I went to the office every day. And my Avon Glimmer Sticks lip liner. I have a different one today. This one is in Perfect Plum.
Nice.
And I'll show you that one. Really pretty.
Oh, that is a nice one.
See, it's a nice one.
Yeah, it does.
It goes with this. So I have to switch it up every now and then.
Of course.
That's it for me.
You want to tell us about your
what shirt?
Yeah.
My celebrate 10 years Sistah Speak shirt with the Afro imprint on it.
Nice.
And it's a nice V-neck cottony t-shirt. This is the softest stuff when you launder it up. It is just so soft. It's like
color.
Baby clothes
About
soft.
10
It's
years
really
old,
good.
or 5 years old, that shirt.
Yeah.
Yes.
It
is.
Celebrate 10 years. So yeah. Anyway, that's it for me.
Okay, let me hop in there. I've got some nice cold ice waters in my awesome Bierstein Yeti.
Yeah.
With my name on the back. I love this thing. It's the perfect size. Keep hydrated all day. For my swag today, I've also got on one of our t-shirts. This is the Dallas reunion t-shirt from a few years back.
Yeah.
4 years.
And I've got on my Soul Sister bracelet. Thank you, Sister LM.
Hey.
And I've got my silver A on. And today for my lips, I have got the Elf.
Oh.
This is new.
It is new.
It's
This
new.
is
Yeah.
really nice. This color is called Sociable.
Wow.
And
that's
this
red.
is so smooth and creamy. I love it.
It's
highly
Elf.
recommend.
Oh. Okay.
Elf
What formulation?
Yeah.
Is it?
It's just called the Hydrating Long-Lasting Shine
Okay.
lipstick. I'll send you the link. I found it on Amazon.
What's the color again?
It's called Sociable.
Social. Okay. Sociable.
Yeah.
I
That's
said
pretty.
I was not buying any more lippy.
Well, you know.
But that's pretty though. And that's a very nice red.
That's
It's
a hard
very
thing to
bright
do, LM.
for me, but I think LM and Sister K especially, this would look.
Yeah.
I
and
like
it's
that
really
one.
super creamy. So
Okay, cool.
that's it for me.
Creamy. All right, I'll go next. So for my swag or bling, I have also my Soul Sisters bracelet. Thank you, Sister LM. I'm wearing it on the wrong arm, apparently. I need to switch it.
Wow.
Everybody else had it on their right.
Are you a lefty?
No.
Okay.
Then why is it on your left?
I don't
Yeah.
know. That's where I put it.
That's all right.
That's usually where I wear my watches. So I guess when I don't have a watch on,
Okay.
I switched
Gotcha.
it. So it's on my right now. Now we can all do it and look the same.
Okay.
And it's nestled over my beautiful permanent swag
Yeah.
right there. I also, thank you, Sister LM. I also have my blingy K. Thank you, Sister A. I didn't put my little rose gold script to the curb. I don't know where it's at.
Well, I can't find mine.
Not to the curb.
No.
It's somewhere.
I know.
I'll find it. And then for my drink, my hydration, I have my beautiful old school Yeti. Thank you, Sister LM. And I have inside some luscious, delicious Fanta pineapple soda.
Nice.
Is it really, really sweet?
Yeah.
Well, soda is sweet.
No, but I mean, the pineapple's real sweet.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
It's not okay.
It's not any
I need
sweeter
to
than
try
normal
that.
soda.
Because this sounds really
It
sweet
sounds
to
so
me.
good.
Mm-hmm.
Now, for those of y'all who don't know, and if anyone finds out or works at, I think it's actually, I know somebody who works at Coca-Cola. And they've confirmed for me that they no longer manufacture my favorite Fanta,
The apple.
which is apple. It was so good, y'all, and crisp and just delicious. They don't sell
They
it
don't
anymore.
make it anymore.
I don't know. But that's so annoying. So I graduated over to the pineapple, but it's getting hard to find. So I feel like they're about to do the same thing they did to me on the apple.
Stock up.
Stock up.
Yeah.
Because,
Find it.
yeah,
Maybe
evidently
write to
people
them.
have,
Just in
have
case.
discovered it. Yeah.
Yep.
Start a petition.
I'm going to start something because, look, y'all need to quit getting rid of our faves out here. Anyway, that's my drink. And then for my lippy, I pulled out an oldie but a goodie.
It is a goodie.
I love this lippy.
Yes.
This is the Fenty. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Fenty.
Fenty. And this is called Fenty Beauty by Rhaenyra Poutsicle Juicy Satin Lipstick.
Nice.
And the color is Perpsicle. Oh, wait, let me show you the whole container. Sorry. This is the container.
Wow.
You know, it's got that
I
Fenty
have that one.
octagon
Awesome.
or whatever that shape is.
Mm-hmm.
Sexagon. What is it? And this is the color.
I love that color.
Yes.
It is really nice.
It's-
and you got a
that
purple
would
shirt
match
on.
my shirt.
It would
It's not
perfectly.
quite matching because this is a little deeper.
It matches.
Yeah, it
it
matches. It looks really
I like
good.
how it has that iridescent
Yes, that's
Yeah.
what I like.
to it.
I love
And
that.
that
very
looks really nice.
moisturizing too.
Very moist.
Yeah.
I need
That's pretty. I
Yeah.
love that
I need to go
color.
get me some more.
I
more
need to get that
Fenty.
color. Is it expensive?
I don't remember how much it was. It's
it's
not
Take a
like
guess.
I'd say like 18.
I was gonna
Oh.
say 16, 18,
16,
I think.
Oh, that's not even as much as my
I
bucks.
got it when it was
love
on sale
I think
at
I had a sale too.
Sephora, I think.
Okay.
that. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I had a
I'm
sale.
gonna look for that color.
But
I like that
Poutsicle
color.
Juicy Satin
Poutsicle.
Lipstick
Nice.
Popsicle and perpsicle.
in Perpsicle, the color.
Persicle.
Mm.
Okay. That's pretty.
Yeah,
It
thank
is.
you.
I like
Thank
that.
you.
Mhm.
I know. I'm so happy I rediscovered my old stash.
Nice.
All right, that's it for me. So we can get into this episode called Second of His Name.
Whoa, y'all.
What an
This is so
episode.
good.
Ooh.
Man. So we start
Mhm.
out on like the battlefield, like what is left over of poor Damon and Corliss's army.
Those
Mhm.
crab folk.
Those
that
crabs.
that
I
crab
mean,
game.
that pirate guy is just he's
Yeah.
Drahar, whatever his name is.
Drahar.
Drahar.
Yes. Yeah.
Mhm.
I was trying to figure out what was that he got on. Is
What-
it a cap or is it because half his face is gone or what?
Yeah.
No, he's got that broken up, like pieced together face shield.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Right.
But it's-
but what's
but
what's
it's
he
Like
got?
pieces of different.
But he
Is he
has a skin
burnt?
condition. No.
Yeah.
Okay.
What was the name of it? It's the
Grayscale.
Grayscale.
Yeah,
Grayscale.
he's got grayscale.
Is that what it is? Okay.
Okay.
Mhm.
Now that
But his
makes
was
sense.
patchy looking though. It wasn't like
was. It's
continuous.
patchy.
Like red and
Mhm.
gray and
Mhm.
Yeah.
irritated.
To me,
I
it looked
couldn't
like
figure
those,
that out. I
um,
thought, what's wrong with
Me
his
too.
skin?
it looked
Yeah.
like those barnacles that get on the bottom of ships.
Oh,
You know, that's what it looked like
okay.
to me.
Okay.
Okay.
Somebody I saw somewhere did say grayscale, and I was like, oh, that's probably what it is.
Yeah,
but
that's
okay.
You're
the
right.
grayscale was more like the full skin rash,
like scaly.
Well, but maybe he didn't
Wasn't
have
it?
the whole thing
But-
yet. I mean, because grayscale is progressive.
Right.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
You're not just all
Maybe
all
his
right
started
away.
off. That's the beginning.
That
It's
could
patchy
be.
in
I
the beginning,
suppose,
maybe.
Yeah,
He
it
is
could
a
be.
mess.
He's a mess.
Mhm.
nasty.
Mhm.
But he's nailing one of the soldiers too, who the wood stake.
Yes. And the guy's telling him they're coming for you and he's going to save me. And then all of a sudden we see Caraxes come flying through, which is fantastic, burning up basically
Burning them up.
everything.
Yeah.
Yep.
He didn't
Everything
burn
in
up
the path.
enough to me. I'm like,
Well,
burn all
but they
of
was
it.
running to the cave. They was running to the cave
Yeah.
Why couldn't
yeah.
he just burn up the cave?
because he can't fit in there.
But he could blow
No, but he
into
can
it.
blow right.
Yeah.
He did. He did
was
blow into it,
blowing
but
in
they
there, but they're way
apparently
back in the cave.
that fire was going up and they was
Yeah.
running low, so it wasn't catching them.
Exactly. I mean, and you could tell they had planned that. That's why they were still fighting after what 3 years, I think it said.
Yes.
And that's
Yeah.
because they would, whenever the dragons came, they would run
Yeah.
into the cave, and then they put these archers up on the top
Yeah.
to shoot them,
Yeah.
shoot at them. So
Yeah.
you know, I mean, hey, but
Damon
man,
got shot.
when
He sure did.
Caraxes came through. That was awesome.
That was good.
Except
Yes.
when he stepped on the poor guy.
Listen,
Well,
and I
but
felt
hey.
bad for the guy because the guy is like, listen, Prince Damon is on his way.
And he
He
gonna,
gonna
save
be
me.
up in
He's
y'all
gonna save
shit.
me.
He's gonna save me. And then poor man got stepped on.
Well, but hey, Caraxes got to step somewhere.
Yeah. You can't tell who's who.
I love it because I didn't love that part, but you know what I mean. I love it because you got to see like how big Caraxes really
Yes.
is
So
compared
big.
to a person.
Yeah.
No, he's
On the
so
ground.
big.
Yeah.
And I mean, he was burning up a bunch of them though, but he's got a bunch of men. So
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
that was a good scene. That
Yes,
was really
yes.
good.
But as soon as Damon got hit, he was like, "Oh no, it's time to go.
I'm out.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm out."
Caraxes, you could see Caraxes. Oh, they done hit my dad.
Yes.
We got to go.
Yep.
Got to go.
See y'all. See ya. I'm coming back for you later.
Right.
Yep.
Ah,
That was good.
That was really
it
good.
was good. It was so
So
good.
then we head over to King's Landing, I believe,
Mhm.
where this little tiny tot, this Targaryen kid, Aegon,
Yep.
is having his second name day. And we find
Yeah.
out like 3 years has passed since the last
3 damn
episode.
years.
Another time jump.
Like, wow.
Mhm.
I'm
That's
loving how
good,
they're
though.
doing these time jumps though.
Yeah.
I like it.
It makes
Yeah.
sense. And at least they don't like flash the words, but they actually put it in the dialogue.
Yes.
I like that even better.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah. In their conversation, just their normal conversation.
But I
Mhm.
like the fact of how so many things are like what we already understood. Like they're going for this celebration in the Kingswood. We all
Yes.
know where the Kingswood are.
Yes.
And then whenever
Yeah.
we see that werewood tree and stuff, you know,
Yes.
Yeah.
it's just
Mhm.
wonderful. I love
Yeah.
all that.
I like that
yeah.
too.
Yeah. That's great.
Yeah.
But you know, in this scene, the only thing I didn't like is they're doing the shit that they did on The Walking Dead when there was a pregnant person. The whole time, all they're doing is holding their belly
Holding her tummy.
Oh.
and rubbing the belly. And I'm like,
First of all, she
Yeah, she does.
nobody that big. And you only having one baby.
yeah, they.
Mm.
Oh, well,
Uh-uh,
I mean, it's
No.
obvious she's pregnant.
They had her sticking out way too much. You know, I mean, come on. And then all that walking and holding your belly. You know what?
Well,
don't
would you
hold
be
your belly.
walking like that?
No.
you would walk. You do waddle.
if you were that
you
big,
were that
yeah.
big? Yeah,
yeah,
you
you
would.
do waddle.
And
You
getting that
would.
close.
when you get
yeah.
close,
Yes.
because you're not comfortable. Which I
you
thought
don't
they did a
hold
great.
your belly.
But you
No.
could tell she wasn't comfortable every time she
The
would try to
whole
sit down.
That's
episode,
true.
Yeah.
she
That's
looked
true.
uncomfortable the whole time,
Uncomfortable.
which
Just like Emma.
I know.
And
I
she's
thought that
in
too.
Emma's room too. Have you peeped
Uh-huh.
that?
Yes,
I didn't peep
did.
that. Oh,
her
sweet.
little laying room where she would lay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe mad all over again.
I know.
Well, look,
Mm-hmm.
honestly, I mean, that's going to happen when there's a second wife. I mean, what you going to, it's going to be the
They
same.
have other
castle.
rooms.
You ain't going to be moving rooms. I guess that's the pregnant lay room.
Exactly. Yeah. That's what it's meant for.
I just don't like it. Now, I don't remember, but it's been so many years. I don't remember holding my belly all the time or
Well, I
rubbing my
can tell
belly
you,
all
when
the
I was
time.
pregnant, I did not
You
walk
don't
around
just
holding my belly.
Rest your hand on it like that and just
No, you don't.
No.
Your little shelf.
No, you don't.
Yeah, shelf.
You don't.
I don't
Believe me, you do not.
Wow.
No. And it's annoying every time we
think
watch
it's
a
annoying,
show
too.
and they do that.
I think it's annoying too.
Yeah.
Like we can
It's
just
like-
look at her. We can tell.
But I think
Exactly.
it's because these well, this is gonna sound ugly, but I'm gonna say it.
Go ahead.
These
Just say
men,
it.
men
Go
are
ahead.
ri-
I was
men
gonna
are
say, you
writing.
can say the M word.
Yeah, men are writing
Men.
and men are directing
Yeah.
these episodes. And apparently that's what men think pregnant women do all day is to show, let's make sure nobody is confused that she's pregnant. So we'll just have her hold her belly all the time. Like every damn time they showed her, she's holding it and rubbing or doing. Really?
No.
Mm-hmm.
You got other shit to do all day.
Right.
Well, I guess if you queen, you don't.
If you right, not if you're queen.
But still, it's just I'm just like, come on, y'all.
Yeah. Okay, let's move it on.
Anyway, yeah. Well,
So
anyway,
we had-
go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
The king, they're feasting, they're having a good old time, and then what is his name? Somebody Lannister.
Highland
Lannister.
Yeah.
Comes running up.
And he's a twin.
He's a twin.
Yes.
Another Lannister
We
twin.
find out.
Yep.
Yes.
I kind of like that. They're showing it.
Me too.
You know, like
Oh,
it's in their
Me
family
too.
line.
That's the first thing I thought. Oh, so they identical twins this time. Yeah.
Yeah, they are.
Mm-hmm.
That was actually because I didn't pay attention, I guess, at the first.
Oh, I did.
But when later on, when he says, "Oh, my twin," I was like, "Oh, yeah, he does look familiar."
As soon as that guy said Tyler Lannister, I thought,
Lannisters.
you know.
Yeah. Yeah. And of course, he's
Sorry,
worried
though,
about the
but that-
stepstones.
I'm sorry, but that king, I wanted to slap him.
Yeah. He's like, not now. I'm having my party.
He's just such a poor
Poor leader.
person. Yeah, poor
And
leader.
Mhm.
Oh, he just is so annoying.
Mm-hmm.
Very. I mean, what they've been saying. What did the sea snack? Thank you, Jack.
We gonna get to him.
What did the sea snack tell y'all last time?
Yeah, he did.
ago.
But see,
Yep.
this is what irritates me the most, and that's because this weak ass motherfucker is always listening to Otto. And he's talking about, well, them two started this war. I'm not gonna have.
Yes.
Well, it's your realm, dummy.
Right.
Mhm.
And his wife sets him straight on that. Like,
yes,
you know, what's more important?
Yeah, she
Saving
has
the
more
realm.
brains than he got.
Right. Everybody do. But that's
everybody.
Yes.
I got an idea why she did that too, but we'll wait till we get to
Okay,
this.
we'll get there.
Okay.
We also have a conversation during this time with the Hightower brothers.
Yes.
And I liked in Facebook, Roxy was writing some stuff. She calls them the Low Towers, which I thought was excellent. So I'm like, I'm mentioning that on the podcast. Roxy.
The low
So the Low Tower brothers are talking. And of course, they're talking about the heir.
Yes.
Now they
Aegon.
want to have Aegon be the heir versus Rhaenyra.
That was an interesting scene because I know I don't know what his brother's name is, but Otto's brother is obviously the oldest one. He was in line for
Yes.
right.
Mhm.
So it was kind of like his brother was trying to say, okay, you need to go do your job.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Get him to name that baby heir.
That's exactly what he was doing.
And Otto's just like, well, I don't think that's what he's going to do. Well, it's your job to make sure he do it.
Make sure he does it.
Yeah. His
You
name
are
is Hobart.
absolutely correct. Hobart.
Yes, Hobart.
Hobart
You are
Hightower.
absolutely correct, though. But yeah, you could tell that too.
Yeah. And Otto was just like, shit.
Because Otto's the second son. He ain't got nothing.
He ain't got nothing.
But be in the hand of the king.
Mhm. But he's making some stuff. He's making stuff happen. So
He
this is
is.
a big one, though.
Yeah.
And of course, the daddy, the king, is agitated again because he can't find where's Rhaenyra. She should be here celebrating. Nobody's seen her, and we find
a typical teenager, though.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't want to be there
she's
either.
like what, 17, 18
17 now.
I think she's
17
17 because he
now.
says
Yeah.
it later.
Yeah.
7 and 10 years.
So she's 17
Yes.
now.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So she's out at the werewood tree.
I love
reading.
seeing that.
Me too.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like that too.
I loved it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I did see a comment. I don't remember where I saw it. Sorry, whoever said it. That they said, okay, that was the old school Spotify. She had her little.
Yeah.
She had
Spotify.
Yeah.
On repeat.
Had her
Repeat.
playlist on repeat.
Yeah.
Do it again.
On
Don't
repeat.
you want
do it
another
again.
song? Nah, I want the same
No.
song. Start it over from the beginning.
Keep going.
Too funny.
That was
That
funny.
is so good.
That's funny.
That is so good. Old school Spotify.
Oh
my gosh.
hilarious.
You know what? Though? We are so
People are so smart.
are so
They're
good.
clever.
Yes.
Very clever.
Yes.
And whoever said it, I apologize. I don't know who where I read it or saw it, but
That's
that
a
was
good
very
one. That's a
clever.
good
It
one.
is.
Very
Yeah,
clever.
that's a good one.
He was doing his job.
Yeah.
But also right before that, when the king keeps asking, he asked what, 4 people where she was.
Yeah.
And of course, Alicent is noticing this. And then he kind of gets loud with it. Like, does anyone know
He
in the
does.
7 damn hells where my daughter is?
Yeah.
And I think that's what caused her to go ahead and go out. But this is
And-
our
yeah.
first, we don't know, our foreshadowing that his ass be belligerent.
And drinking.
He
Yeah,
gets
drinking.
A lot
He's
of
a
drinking.
wino.
He
He
don't
is
care
a
where he goes.
wino.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm. And I'm not sure
he
what.
You know what? You are absolutely correct, though. That is the perfect description of him. He was getting belligerent.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I don't want to talk about this shit. It's been 3 years. 3 more days ain't going to matter.
Yeah.
And,
Yes.
by the way, where my daughter at?
Where my daughter
Yeah.
at?
And I don't know at what point we noticed that he's lost some more fingers.
He
That's at the
has.
end. That's at
Yes.
the end.
Okay.
When he's talking to Alicent in the room.
Okay.
When they get back home.
So that might have something
Well,
to do
before
with his
then,
attitude.
before
I'm
then, you
sure.
can see him whenever he reaches for something or
his gloves.
Yeah.
picks something up. You can tell, like he has the gloves on, but you can tell he's missing like 2
They're
fingers. now.
floppy. Yeah.
So that means it's spread because it was
Spread.
only 1 finger. Now it's 2.
Mhm.
I have a feeling that all the drinking is a combination of course, sadness and guilt from his
Yep.
first wife. And then-
Absolutely, he should feel
Yeah.
guilty.
Mhm.
yeah.
And
But
he
also-
should be guilty.
But also probably to dull the pain of whatever else is going on with him,
Could be.
Mm-hmm.
you know? Because I mean,
I'm
that
sure they
has gotta
giving
be
him milk and a
painful.
poppy. for
Has
that,
to be.
though.
It
Yeah.
has to be painful,
Yes. I
Yeah.
would think so.
you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So Allison goes out there and she basically orders, she said it's the king's order to have Rhaenyra come back in.
Mm-hmm.
They have to go down to the King's Wood for the hunt, which is whole part of this naming ceremony. Goes
Yeah,
on and
but-
on and on.
But the part that was interesting on that scene is like I think Sister K had put a message, a text up that said, "Oh, so the Queen trumps the princess, huh?" Yeah.
Oh,
It do.
yes.
It
Yeah.
do.
We
At
saw
first, He was
that.
like, what
Poor
do I
little
do?
guy.
Right.
I mean, you know,
Poor
he just,
dude.
yeah, I just work here. You know, y'all work it
Yeah.
out. She said, "Did I tell you to quit playing?" No, but here comes the Queen right there.
Right.
Right. Exactly.
And finally,
Oh, man.
Alicent was like, the Queen commands you to
Yes.
stop and to go.
And to go.
You're like,
leave us.
sorry, princess, bye. I got to go.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
Even
he
your
was
ass.
quick. Yeah, he got on up.
I would have too. I'd be like, look, I've been trying to
Yeah.
leave anyway because I've been playing the same damn song for
Over and
hours.
over.
Who knows how long she been having him sit there
I know.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
reading,
Mhm.
Reading.
her books?
So they
But I
do
thought
their
it was funny. Oh, sorry, Sister
That's
A.
okay.
I was
Go
gonna say I
ahead.
thought it was really funny when she finally did say, "Oh, I'd rather just stay here and read." And she said, "Well, I think you really should come and And when she said, "Is this the command?" Well, yes, your king. Oh, okay. Well, I'm going.
Yeah.
Like as long as it was my daddy saying it and commanding it,
You,
but
yeah,
you
versus
saying
you
it.
saying it.
Absolutely. You know that's
what that
absolutely right.
was.
Yeah.
And she said it like that for that purpose.
Right.
To let her know.
Right.
If
Please.
you just ask me, I ain't doing shit.
Yeah.
And you
But
can
since
tell,
it's my daddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought also it was interesting. You could tell Alicent misses her as a friend.
Of course.
Yeah.
And so it's trying to say, well, it doesn't have to be that way, or we can still be talking and friendly. No.
No, we can't.
Rhaenyra just went right
Rhaenyra
on.
is
Walked
like,
right on.
No, we can't.
And you know what though? I'm Team Rhaenyra. I don't blame her at all.
I'd be salty as hell.
I'd be salty.
You're sleeping with my dad.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's another thing too that we come to find out. This is baby number 2 that she's pregnant with.
Yes.
Baby number 2.
Yeah.
So
popping them out.
Sure is.
Yep.
And in that carriage ride, though, that was tense.
I like the people's faces that were riding along with them, just like
I loved it though.
Yeah,
I loved it though.
They're like,
yeah. So he's like, you're going to get married. She's like, no.
Not what I want to do.
No, say no, I ain't doing it.
He's all cheerful and shit. I was like, damn, why is he so damn cheerful? He's like, oh, we're gonna do this hunt now. The whole family is together.
Yeah,
you can come and ride with me. She's like, nah,
I'm not doing it. Yeah, and I liked it though when she told him, but nobody's here for me.
Yeah,
he didn't say nothing, and I went,
yes,
where my boots?
Exactly. That was a deep saying on lots of levels. Nobody's here for me.
I love it. I mean, I felt that for a little thing.
Yeah. For years now, she's been without her family, basically.
I love it though how they have her kind of talking under her breath also.
Yeah.
Like when she was like, yeah, well, as I keep getting told, I have to.
Right.
And then he said, what'd you say? And then she told him too.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking,
I like that.
Right, girl. Don't let him shame you in front of Alicent.
Right.
I love that carriage ride scene, though.
Yeah,
I say, yep, there you go. Oh my God.
I would not have wanted to ride that long with that little baby though.
I know.
Crying
Yeah, and
and
it's
stuff.
bumping around, and she's pregnant, bumping around.
I mean, you can bump around as long as you ain't falling and shit.
I know, but it looked uncomfortable anyway.
She was
without the
uncomfortable
bumps.
anyway. Yeah.
She was.
So we get down to the whatever hall they have at the Kingswood set up. And we've got sort of the gossip section going on with Lady Redwine.
Yes.
And they want to find out about the stepstones and what's going on and what's the goss. And then they see Rhaenyra. The cute little pug was there.
That's a cute little pug puppy.
So they see Rhaenyra kind of peeking around and kind of bring her into it and try to find out if she knows anything, being she's kind of close to Daemon.
She just wanted to talk some shit.
She wanted to talk some
that other lady and then the other lady. Both of them was trying.
Well, hey,
your uncle's the one who
didn't
started
you
this,
supplant your uncle? Trying to start some mess.
Yeah, she's like, I haven't talked to my uncle in 3 years.
In 3 years,
Yeah.
yes.
So,
and then Alicent basically kind of defended her by saying, "Well, Daemon does his own thing, but the king knew that Rhaenyra was the more qualified heir." She was trying to defend her, but
She was.
Rhaenyra was like,
I'm with Rhaenyra.
whatever.
don't defend me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I don't need you to defend me.
Thank
Right.
you.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that lady
she
was just trying
goes-
to talk shit.
Yeah, talk shit.
Yeah,
Stir up the
talk
pot.
some shit.
Right? Yeah.
Okay,
So
wait a
Rhaenyra
minute.
goes outside. Yeah, go
Wait a
ahead.
minute. Before we go outside,
Okay.
explain to me who's the crippled dude? He's who wanted to join the women with the little gossip circle.
Okay, so that's Sir Lionel Strong. He's one of the council members, and that's his son.
Wasn't Lionel the one who talks to the king later?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, he's the one where
Okay.
the king says, "Okay, tell me the truth." When he was
Last
talking
episode.
about, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
So it's his son.
That's
Yeah.
his son.
Okay.
Okay.
I think that's
And
one
his
of
name
his
is
sons.
Larys.
Okay.
And we also hear about another one of his sons later when he does talk to the king about who she should marry. And I guess he's a ferocious knight or something.
Yeah.
His name is Breakbones or something like that.
Yeah. He did say break.
So that's but I don't know how he got his foot hurt or
how he got that leg injury.
That way.
True. Could have been, yeah.
Oh, you know. Yeah. Because he's walking with a cane and everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
You would if your foot was twisted around.
Right. But I didn't catch who he was though. But yeah, now that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah.
It's like, damn, ain't y'all got a wheelchair for him or something?
I know. He looked uncomfortable.
Yeah, he did. He needed to sit down.
Yeah.
He did with the ladies.
He did. That's all he wanted to do.
With the gossip ladies.
Smart.
With the gossip ladies.
To me, that told me all I need to know about his little ass. Because he could have went and sat at a table and hefted a beer and drank with the
dudes. No, because those dudes probably fuck with him.
Yeah, that make fun of him.
I wouldn't want to sat with them their asses anyhow. He got Jack with.
Yeah. He probably
sure
did.
he was teased.
Yeah.
I really also, while you're talking about her walking away, I really love how they've done her hair.
Yes.
How it's pulled back, but it has that little
I like that
design, how they I don't know how they did it, but anyway. Her hair
looks really good though in all her scenes.
Yeah.
And like the clothing she wears and stuff, it matches her perfect, I think.
It does.
I wanted to mention her outfit when she was at the Weirwood tree.
Yes.
And then zoomed in. It was like little dragon scale shoulders.
Yes.
Yep.
Like armor. Yeah.
She dresses so really nice.
I love that.
Yeah.
So much.
And this outfit she had on was really nice because she had pants on underneath. With that long, it's like a
tunic.
I thought of a maxi coat back in my day. That's what we did, but she just looks really, really good.
Yeah,
really, really good.
She's tough.
She is.
Yeah, she is.
Okay,
so she does go outside, and who does she bump into? But this Jason Lannister,
the twin.
Now, did y'all feel like that name took you out?
Yes.
I'm like, out of all these names, Jason?
Yeah, right.
I know.
His brother's Thailand. I mean, where does Jason come from?
But I was like, okay, well, Jason.
Yeah.
He's a little too funny looking dude. He's a funny looking dude, though. I didn't like him.
Smarmy.
He was smarmy.
Yeah.
He was getting way too close. He was checking her out from the back.
Checking her all the way out.
He was.
I was like, what the hell, dude?
Yeah, but his conversation was like, this is all bold. Talking about, now I can see him talking about Casterly Rock. Okay. We talking about, I got the money and the means to build a dragon pit. Oh, you got a dragon pit? No, but I can build one.
Right.
So you got dragons? You have one?
No, but I mean, my lady wife will.
She like, what the hell?
I loved it. I loved her reaction. What that meant. She was like,
I like her reaction.
For the wine.
Yes.
Right. Yeah. Like, I'm out.
Yeah.
Let me go take care of this shit right now.
Yeah, she went right to her dad. I love that though, where she went and confronted him, the king, in front of all them people.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, and I love the undercurrent, what do you call it? Message there.
Yes.
Because even though her daddy is a little punk, she ain't none.
She's not.
She is
She
not.
will go straight to the source and deal with the issue. He will not. He will go all the way around to avoid the issue. Like point blank, look at somebody and say, I'm not talking about this.
Yeah.
And he's not that type of person, which is
right to me.
So telling.
I mean,
yes.
She was asking him in a rational tone. He's the one that started elevating his voice like,
he sure did.
I'm going to shut her down. And that's when she said, oh, no, you ain't shutting my ass down.
And then you see everybody looking at them.
Exactly. But she gave him exactly what he was giving her. And I thought,
yeah, good for her.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
because when she said, well, he's arrogant and Sorry, on my headphones. She said, "Oh, Jason, he's arrogant and conceited." He's like, "Yeah, like you. I thought y'all get along." That I think really got her, and she was like, "Oh, it's gonna be like that. Well, then come on in."
She was like, his arrogance has arrogance or something like that. I forget the word for it, but
he says it later. He says that later.
Well, he says after he's drunk, he said his pride got pride.
That's
pride
what it was.
got pride. That's what
his
it was.
pride has pride.
Yeah.
You know, I like that line.
Yes.
She's like, "Oh, you just want to replace me?
Mm-hmm.
You just want to get rid of me, huh?
Yeah, marry me
Sell
off.
me off to the
Marry me off.
The highest bidder.
Right. Yeah.
And then she took off.
Get married, and he said, "But this is when he raised his voice. Says, even you are no better than me." Or what do you say? Even you have a duty, just like I do. Even I can't escape the duty of marriage and succession children,
which he couldn't.
Yeah.
But this was what I thought was interesting.
He could have probably waited a little bit longer, though.
He got so damn rowdy-bowdy with it.
That's because he's feeling guilty.
Otto stepped, and that's the one time I was like, "Thank you, Otto." That's the only time I'll say it.
It might be the only time.
The only time that I'll ever be like, "Thank you, Otto," because I was like, "Okay, you done forgot where the hell you is."
Yeah.
And who's around you? All people is trying to come and get your stuff.
Yes.
Low key, they ain't gonna tell you that. But you don't want to tell your people around you trying to get to where you are that you having issues.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so Sire and everybody.
Yes.
Hey, they was all listening too. Everybody stopped talking. Everybody. And they was all listening.
Yeah.
I said, "Thank you, Otto, for that break." And I'll go back to wherever you slunk out of.
But I liked it. Rhaenyra said, "Bump this, I'm out."
She was out, getting her riding gloves on. She's like, "Oh shit,
stormed out.
Peace out.
Yeah,
I'm out this bitch." I don't blame her.
Yeah, I don't blame her.
Yeah,
she hopped on that horse and she was gone.
She was gone. I'm glad that Sir Kristen followed her, though.
Went
of course,
after
that's
her,
his job, but still, I'm glad he
it's
did.
his duty.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Otto tells the king that they've found a white hart in the Kingswood, a big stag that's
that's all white.
It's all white, and I guess it's a big thing that has kind of showed up on this second name day. And...
Well, in their mythology, you get the fact that when the white hart or this white stag appears, it's supposed to portend some blessing for you.
Right.
And like Otto says, I never believed in all these signs and wonders and all this stuff like a lot of people do. However, I think it's significant that we see this white stag right on Aegon's name day. So he's trying to dig that in a little more. Like, so you need to name Aegon.
He knows he's superstitious about shit. He knew exactly why he was what he was saying.
Exactly.
And they may not even seen the damn thing.
Maybe not. But he did say his men saw it, and they had, didn't you see, the king had like some
droppings,
deer poo
droppings.
Yeah. That he was. We can tell he's like only 3 hours away, and I'm thinking, ew,
and he smelled
still
it.
Warm.
Yeah, it was too close to his face for me.
Yeah,
gross. Yeah.
You already know his.
So no, I don't think they're lying about that or anything. It's just
Yeah, true.
Who knows?
But when she rides off, I did like this scene with Sir Kristen where he's like, "What happened?" Like, he got her to stop finally, but he had to grab the horse to make her stop.
Yeah, he did
to make her stop.
Like, what happened? And she's like, "Well, he's trying to pawn me off to damn Jason Lannister." And I liked his response. "Oh, you want me to kill him?"
Yeah, that was like, I thought, oh my gosh, if she would have said, "Yeah," would you go do it?
Probably.
He probably
would.
Want
me to take him out?
He probably would.
So then they show them walking back or walking to the same pathway with the horses.
Yeah.
And her asking him about his life. Like, he's like, well, I should at least you're able to decide what you want to do, because she asked him about being betrothed to anyone. He said, well, no, by the time, I'm at a lower house, so it didn't happen for me, but I could have taken a lowborn woman if I wanted to, but I joined,
Right.
the guard. And then she says, well, I feel like I don't have any say in what I'm going to do. I'm the heir to the throne, but I'm toothless, she says.
Toothless.
Which I thought was interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he says, well, I don't think you're toothless. And he kind of explains, you wrote my name down in that white book. Now I am a king's guard. I owe everything in my life that I have today to you.
Well, he said, you have given a Cole, which is his last house name, the highest level of any Cole in history. So, he's very appreciative.
He's
of
grateful.
that.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. He's grateful for that. So,
That was a good little comment.
I like them together, though.
I like them together, too.
Yeah. I do. I like them together. So.
But what I really like the most about it is that they haven't done any of this romantical shit.
Yes. No.
Thank goodness.
Thank goodness.
I don't want that. I mean, obviously she thinks he's cute.
Well, sure.
And likes him and stuff, but I don't want them to put the romance into it.
Yeah. I don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah.
I don't think that's going to happen between those two characters. I mean, he may love her, or fall in love with her and stuff, but I don't think that's going to happen.
I don't think so either.
I don't.
Good. We don't need it.
So then we get to the drunk ass king.
Drunk ass king.
Talking
I
shit.
mean, drunk.
Yeah.
He is drunk.
He ain't talking shit at first. He's not talking shit at first. He's just drinking. More wine. More wine.
He's drinking too much. I like wine, but damn.
Well, and I felt like on this scene, they really wanted us to know how lonely he is.
Yes.
Even though he's a king and he's married again and all this. Yeah. Because he's up on that damn throne by himself.
Nobody's approaching him or hanging out with him or
nothing.
Nothing.
And the only people that do approach him are wanting something.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Because Allison's over at this other table across the room.
Yeah.
Holding her fucking belly.
Yep, with the baby in the belly.
Even at the fucking table, they showed her.
Leaned back.
Leaned back. Holding her damn belly.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Then here comes that damn Jason.
He comes sauntering up.
He's annoying.
With his
He is already.
Yeah.
And he was annoyed as hell too.
Yeah.
He was trying to hold it down, but he couldn't. Gave him that big ass spear.
Big ass spear.
For Aegon. Oh, come on. The baby too.
Yeah.
Shit.
Well, he says to hopefully get the white heart when they go hunting.
Yeah.
Use it for the white heart. And then he starts to do his little hint. Oh, and also I'm so excited, or I'm waiting for Lady Rhaenyra, and we're gonna build a dragon pit. And I mean, he goes on, and then he says he fucked up basically.
Yeah, he did.
Even if he wouldn't have said this fucked up thing, then I think the king probably would have had something smart to say to him anyway, because you could tell he was getting worked up. He was bored, first of all.
Now he a punk.
Yeah, he is a punk.
And because he just had this argument with Rhaenyra,
yeah,
he's second guessing his thought processes about having them get married. So even if the guy wouldn't have said shit, he was already not going to have her marry him because he's a punk.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah. But what did he say? He said, and then you will have the strength of the Lannisters. And that's when the king, that's what did it for him. He said, strength.
So you think,
what strength do you think we need?
We need strength?
Yeah.
I was like,
uh-oh, here we go. Yeah. Here we go.
And then
Shut your
wait,
face,
he
Jason.
further fucked it up when he says, well, no, sire, not strength, but when she's married to me, it will compensate for her lower station.
Yeah.
That made it worse.
That was it.
That did it.
What
That's
lower
what did it.
station?
Right. Why
That's
is she
what did
lower
it.
now?
Yeah. Yeah.
What you mean lower station?
Oh, well, when you name Aegon as your heir.
And when am I going to be doing that?
Right.
No. And we all assume, and King,
we
who
all.
is that? Who we
Oh,
assume?
your bannermen? You're supposed to come to me the second you hear of a rebellion.
Rebellion, yes.
That little dude's
man.
he was like, rebellion? Nobody's talking about no rebellion.
He was not prepared for the king to jump bad like that.
He wasn't prepared for that comeback, was he?
No.
That was awesome.
I feel like the only reason Viserys even was like that was because of that fucking wine.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, otherwise he would have just sat there. You know that.
He would have just sat there.
Yeah.
But and we all know when you've been drinking,
that liquid courage.
Some people.
You think that, first of all, you always think that your voice is lower in volume than it actually is. And then you think you are saying whatever words in your brain, but that ain't what's coming out your mouth.
Oh no, he knew what he was saying.
No.
But it was not his character to ever be that confrontational to anyone. So that's why I was like, okay, this wine is doing him a little bit of good.
He had a lot of it.
Yeah.
He had a lot.
Yeah, because he was still talking salty when he went outside and was.
But wait, we ain't even got there yet.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So when he's like rebellion,
Jason
is like, he's like, thank you for the gift.
Right.
Basically could have just went like this. Move along.
Move along.
You ain't getting my daughter. So just go on. Thank you for all the shit and hosting us.
You blew it.
Shit. Bye-bye. Your nasty ass.
Yeah. That was good. That was good.
That was good. And then here come Otto.
Oh, this was something else. This guy.
Oh, well, what do you think about the offer from the Lannisters?
Right.
Trying to milk that shit. Trying to milk it. The thing, though, that is Otto, though, is slick with it, though. Because as soon as the king starts getting loud, oh, we'll speak no more of it, sir. Bye. I'm going to be over there. Bye.
Well, but first of all,
like says, okay.
No. Because first of all, when he realized that the king was not going to make Rhaenyra marry that Lannister, then immediately his mind, okay, well, you know what? There's even a better match.
Who's next?
Yeah, that's right. He did say that.
Yeah.
Sorry,
This
I
was
missed
the
that
one.
part.
At all.
Yeah.
Oh, these people get on my nerves. And the king was dumb like me. Oh, really? Who? Because I'm thinking, okay, who? Because he said much closer to home. King.
Much
just closer. And I'm thinking, who the fuck are you talking about?
I was thinking he was going to say his son.
Wait a minute. He said, Aegon, sir. And the king said just what I said to the TV. He's two.
Yeah.
Right.
He's
And
two.
her half brother. I mean, come on now.
What the
I guess
motherfucking
that's somewhat better than full blood brother, but still.
Still.
No.
But still.
The point is he's 2 years old. Oh my gosh.
And she would never let that happen.
Well, the whole
she would
point
never.
is this nasty motherfucking Otto even let that out of his mouth.
Right.
Yeah. That it even entered his mind.
Because you know why, y'all? You know why? Because if that happens and he's named the heir,
of course.
Yeah.
The wife is the one that's going to be in charge, right?
Of course.
Yeah, that's his grandson.
Yeah,
it's
that's
his grandson. Yeah.
Oh gosh.
I was like, you cannot
really,
be serious.
really dislike that Otto dude.
I do too.
I really dislike him.
We're supposed to. So
I mean, Littlefinger ran a brothel, but damn.
No,
I don't think he was no
just as bad.
pedo.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes, he was.
Just in a different way.
Right.
Yeah.
Just in a different way.
Littlefinger was just as bad, and he would have said the same damn thing. He was, because guess why we know?
Yeah,
because he was trying to get up on Sansa when she was still a child.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's
yeah,
true.
you're right.
And if he had a daughter, he would have been doing similar
Same
things.
thing.
Yeah.
Get his position higher.
Yeah, that's true.
Littlefinger
You're right.
was a punk too. But I do like
oh my gosh,
Lord Lionel or whatever his name
Me
is.
too.
I like
Lionel,
him.
yes. Lionel
He
Strong.
always tells the truth though, but that's why the king likes talking to him. Because he knows he's just gonna tell him what's what.
Oh, I don't know if he's telling always the truth, but I do like how his
advice
deals with the king.
Yes.
You know,
he said, "Do you want me to tell you what I think?" And then he waited, and I thought, see, that's what you do.
Yeah, you asked me before. You know, just in case y'all forgot. You asked me before. He's like, "Oh, let me guess. You want me to take your son?"
Yes.
What was his Breaker of Bones? He's the best in the realm, and he'd be a perfect match.
Yep.
He's like,
I like the way that dude answered. He said, "Well, thank you for the compliment, but no, that's not what I meant."
Yeah. I'm not trying to hoe out my kid. Unlike some other folks.
One of the only.
Right.
Yeah,
I think is why the king would listen to that more, because he wasn't there trying to get something for himself at that moment.
Exactly. Yeah.
He thinks it's for the better for the realm, but you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, "What about the sea snake's son?"
And
And I was like, "Oh yeah, shit. He probably about what, 15, 16 by now?"
Yeah.
Yep.
Much closer in
About her age.
Yep. Not a direct. He's a cousin.
But still family.
Still family, yes.
Yeah.
But a little further out. And his name is Sir Laenor.
And really,
Laenor. Yeah.
Really, what, Sea Snack back
Sea
in.
Snack son is cute though.
Isn't he?
Yeah, he's out fighting on the front lines.
Yeah,
the
that
stepping
boy is
stones.
cute though.
Yeah.
And he is black.
Yeah.
I didn't even notice that.
I didn't notice
Oh
that.
yeah.
I was too busy looking at
he
his
was taller than his
daddy.
uncle. He was taller than
he
his
is taller
I was
than
uncle.
looking at the
uncle.
daddy. I wasn't looking at the son.
Yeah.
What about the uncle?
Oh no, the uncle.
Oh,
no.
that Vaemond or whatever.
Vaemond.
Throw him back.
That son was bigger than him. So hey,
Throw him back in the sea.
Not throw
Because he
him
looked
back.
like a little punk too, didn't he?
oh Lord.
Whining
He was
and
trying
shit.
to do some shit.
Yeah.
Whining and
Mutiny.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, okay, so that's what the little dude
Suggests. Mm-hmm.
And the king is, you could tell he's thinking it over.
Yeah. At least that's a better thought.
It is.
Right.
Process.
Yeah.
So,
It
Around
is.
the same
Yeah.
age.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Solidify your lines again. Get the sea snack back into your graces.
Yeah. Make a decision you probably
It would be the
maybe have
best
should have.
move.
Yeah.
Yeah, what you should have.
Before. Yeah.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
So I wish we'd seen the little girl.
Lady
I
Lena.
feel like
daughter.
we will.
Yes.
I feel like we will.
We will though.
Yeah.
But
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It would
not as no baby.
No.
Well, I mean,
She'd
she's
be
only
No,
going to be
she's like
what,
15.
15?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's hope they got a
Mhm.
15-year-old looking one.
Well, they
Oh,
have
yeah.
to after all this time.
Yeah.
So we head back to the Kingswood with Rhaenyra and Sir Kristen Cole
This was
by the
Mhm.
campfire.
Woo.
I
They're
was like,
talking,
why are they
talking,
still out
talking.
there at night.
They're like,
I'm thinking y'all need to get your asses out that woods.
Well, she asked him a very interesting question. Do you think the realm would ever accept me as queen?
Yeah.
And at first I thought he wasn't going to answer. He's like, well, they have to.
Yeah.
No,
Mhm.
no.
They have no choice to.
He hesitated way too
hesitate.
long. She knew the answer to that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And that because he was thinking that up. Because
He
of course
was.
what he was thinking was hell no.
Like they will,
never-
But he
but they
couldn't
won't.
say that.
Yeah.
He can't say that.
Yeah.
No.
So
Mm-mm.
that's what the hesitation was. She peeped that out.
But she picked
knew.
up on it. Yep.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
knew.
She knew well before she even
She
asked
asked
him. She
I
knows
think
the
so
answer.
too.
Yeah.
And then there's some twigs snapping. I thought,
Oh, and he was quick with it, like, oh.
Yeah. What's going on out there?
I like that.
And I was wondering, what the hell is it?
I know.
Is it
I kept
just
thinking
going
it
to
was
be
people, a person.
I thought it was a person.
It was a person too.
I'm like, what you gonna do if they have a fucking arrow? Because he had his sword. You can't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless
I
you
thought it was
real
going to be like a
good.
White Walker or something.
Oh, that would have been interesting.
I mean, I didn't know.
No.
Yeah.
They not there yet.
Yeah.
They're too far south, I feel like.
Yeah,
They're too far
yeah,
south. That's true.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because everything's green and lush. So, you know.
I didn't expect this wild boar to come.
No.
Oh my gosh.
Screaming out of the woods.
Well, I didn't expect the boar to attack them.
Yeah.
I mean, wouldn't it be scared of people?
No. I've heard no. Even now, they say those are one of the most dangerous things you can come across in the woods. Yeah.
Wow. And that's what killed Baratheon, right? In the
It gored
Thrones.
him. Yeah.
Ooh, they're fierce.
Yeah. Well, that thing, once he knocked over Sir Christian, I'm thinking, okay, he gonna run off. No,
he
turned
came
around and attacked.
I mean, but
Rhaenyra.
attacked her.
Attacked
on
her. Oh my gosh.
And I was like, what the hell?
Yeah.
That was awful.
Yeah.
That was awful. So Sir Kristen thankfully stabs it.
But he was still breathing.
It wasn't die. It wasn't
It
dead.
was holding on.
And then as she's starting to get up, it starts twitching like it's going to jump up at her. And she said, oh, no, not today.
Not today.
She took out her little dagger.
Not today.
You know she was stabbing some folk.
In her mind?
In her mind.
Yeah.
Because
She was getting it all out.
8, 10, 50, 11 times.
Oh,
I think she was like, Allison.
Yeah. Daddy.
Yeah.
Lannister.
Otto.
Yeah, Otto.
That nasty fucking Jason.
Uncle Damon.
Yeah, Lannisters.
Yeah, Uncle Damon's ass.
No, she likes her Uncle Damon, no.
She loves her daddy too, but she, she mad.
Especially she hasn't talked to him in 3 years. So.
That's true. That's true.
And she is getting sprayed with the blood
yes.
of this thing.
Mhm.
Oh, God. Yeah,
But
she's
I like
fierce.
that effect later. I loved it because she had all that
this
blood
was
on her.
one of
Yeah,
the
and
best
she was
hairs.
just as calm
Mhm.
walking
Wasn't
in. They all
but
stopped.
I love the little soldier dude skinning that rabbit, and he's looking at her like, yeah.
Yes.
I got
Everyone was looking at her like, wow.
blood on it and stuff.
I feel like that gives her respect. Like they dragging that damn boar back because they gonna eat that sucker.
Uh-huh.
Okay,
And
but
you can
before we
obviously-
get there, though,
Yeah.
we didn't talk about when the king, with his drunk ass, went out to that fire,
Yes.
and he's standing there, and here come Allison.
Mhm.
I was surprised because in all his little rantings and stuff, he let her know he didn't want to be married. He didn't want to. He never had a thought to get remarried.
That's
but
not
it was a dude.
how I
But
took
she
that.
knew that already.
That's not how I
That's
took that.
true.
She knew. I don't think she was
I didn't
offended. She knew.
I didn't take it like that. He was.
I took it like that.
I didn't. I took it like he was saying, I had this vision of having a son,
Mm-hmm.
and it came, obviously, so he believes in, the visions because we already know this anyway. But
Mhm.
I had this vision of my son, and then it didn't happen, and that is why I held on to the hope, and it killed my wife.
Yes.
Yeah, it did.
I named Rhaenyra because I didn't think it would ever happen.
Mhm.
I didn't think I would get remarried and have a son, but now I do. I took it like he was just saying, matter of factly, like I never thought I would remarry
Yeah.
and be blessed with the other children.
I didn't take it like that at all.
That's how I took it. It wasn't like saying I didn't want to marry your ass.
You took it I was just going to say, did you take
Yeah.
it as, well, I never wanted to marry you?
Yeah,
I didn't
did.
take it
I
like
didn't take it like
that.
that at
No.
all.
Just
No.
marrying in general.
No.
You just
Yeah,
weren't
that's what
marrying
I
each
thought.
other.
Yeah. Marrying in general.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
because
then he says-
even though he was talking about the dream and stuff, but he was also acknowledging that it was probably just a dream, something that I probably should not have spent all this
Mhm.
time believing in.
Yeah. It
Mhm.
never
See.
came back to him. He tried every
Exactly.
night to
Mhm.
bring it back
Exactly.
again. Never
So
came.
that's what I thought that to me, that conversation was he was letting all of that go.
Mm.
But at the same time, it proves all this time he's still blaming himself.
Right.
Still feels guilty about it.
And he should.
Well,
he says at the end, what if I was wrong?
Yeah.
What if I was wrong after all this time?
He was. Too.
Yeah.
Well, I think he meant like wrong to name her.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. See, I didn't take that.
Well, I think it was
like
two
that.
things, because I kept thinking as he was talking, like, I kind of with my actions put this wedge between me and my daughter, because her whole life I've been talking about the son I'm going to have, I'm going to pass everything down. And so he had this dream, and that's what we saw in the first episode. Like, he's always talking about this boy he's going to have. He's always talking about, and of course he was holding on to that all the way through to when the baby and the wife one of them was going to die. Well, actually she was going to die anyway.
Yes.
That whole conversation was his guilt, because it wasn't a guilt about, I shouldn't have named Rhaenyra. No, it was wasting all those years rather than grooming her and letting her know.
It was.
I love you.
14
just
years.
like I would love even another daughter or a son. You know what I'm saying? Because they had already had that conversation. She said, ain't nobody here for me. You trying to sell me off.
Right.
Everybody already know. Now you got this 2-year-old baby that everybody's celebrating for the second year. Boy. For the second year, everybody in the realm assumes that you naming him. And I don't have any clout, not even clout, anything to do. I'm still your cupbearer.
Yeah.
And whenever y'all discuss important shit, you send me out the room. So you know, I don't think, what I think, this is what I took that whole conversation out there by the fire, is that he was acknowledging, because once again, he drunk. So he's flapping his mouth and he's telling what he really, really feels.
Right.
And he has wasted all of that time believing in this so-called dream, even though time and time again throughout his life, things have shown that no, it ain't true.
Not going to happen.
I think for me anyway, and especially because the physicality of it was, he threw that wine in the fire and he was saying, I'm done with all that. I'm done with that. I'm done with everybody thinking that they know what I'm going to do. I'm done with that. I name Rhaenyra and that's it.
Yeah.
Now we know his wishy-washy ass is liable to do something different the next day. But in that conversation anyway, that's the way I took that conversation.
Yeah. And his later conversation with Rhaenyra.
Well, we're going to see if that holds or not.
Exactly. That's the thing. Is he going to really stick to what he said, his promises? And you know,
I think he will, but it's a matter of if he'll be alive to see it happen. Because
I think he has
intentions.
That's true. Yeah.
And he seems particularly irritated with all of them for just assuming that he's going to be naming
change his mind.
Right.
Yeah.
And thus changing his mind.
Yeah. And that seems to really, really irritate him. So,
but I think it irritates him so much. He's like, just because you all think that's what I'm going to do, I'm not doing it.
But I think also what did it is as we've already talked about, that next day when Rhaenyra and Sir Christian come back and they pull in that boar and she's all bloody, she just walking just as calm.
Now wait,
through the whole way.
He's watching them the whole time, like,
Like,
what you got to say?
You want to amp with me? Yeah, come on with it then. That's exactly what that walk was like. All of y'all motherfuckers.
Like, you can try me if you want to, but I ain't marrying that nasty motherfucker. I'm already
try me if you wanna.
I'm not doing it.
I loved it. Oh, and she just stared at him too.
Stared.
Ooh, that was such a good scene. I loved it.
It was.
I know.
And then they showed the carriage going home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The little
Yeah.
royal carriage going home, like, okay, well, shit, it's a wrap. Then I guess it's time for us to.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, we gone. We gone.
And we see her killing the boar, and then soon after we see him, her father, brought out to the woods.
Oh God.
Yes.
To kill this stag that's not even the white stag.
Yeah.
It's all roped and
Right.
held.
I hated this scene.
This is
It made me
terrible.
so
Brutal.
mad. I thought to myself,
Brutal.
it's one thing for you to go
Cruelty.
out and hunt and stuff, but you got your men
That's not hunting.
tying
Holding it
up.
down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's not hunting.
That's not-
killing
that's
an
not- yeah.
animal.
Well, they
Oh.
tied it down because we know how weak he is. He's not going to go
Yes.
after it and truly
Yeah.
hunt it. He can't.
Exactly.
And he
Yeah.
won't.
Yeah. He couldn't even do it on the first
He
blow.
couldn't. Exactly.
Yeah.
But I
With that
do.
stupid
I did
spear.
pick up on the comparison of she was fierce. She did not
Yeah.
hesitate to
Yep.
act
Yep.
and kill
Yep.
that boar. Meanwhile, he it takes
Well,
a couple tries.
It was against her life was in jeopardy. So I mean, it was
Exactly.
a different situation, but that's the whole point. Like you're
That
hunting
was the
for
whole
sport.
point.
She killed that thing because she was trying to survive.
Survival.
Survive.
And he hasn't ever had to, to
But wait a
kill
minute.
something to
No.
But
survive.
that's
Right.
why
Yeah.
that walk through the camp was so meaningful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody
Oh,
saw
and
it.
we
Everybody. And she just strolling and she's all bloody.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she even
And-
cleaned herself up a little bit too,
little.
because she had more
Yeah.
blood.
A little
her
bit.
face.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
But Walsa,
I feel like she was walking like, and you're welcome for the pulled pork sandwiches.
Right. Yeah. The bacon in the morning.
Yeah. Yeah. The pulled pork sandwiches coming right
it's
out.
gonna be tasty. Because this thing was nasty, so you know his meat
I
gonna
know,
be good.
I know.
Oh, it's gonna be juicy.
Right.
But we missed a part also that I think gave her some
Courage.
confidence in herself.
Confidence.
Because when her and Sir Kristen in the morning were looking over the
Yeah.
valley, and I love the way they shot the scene where they just kind of
Yeah.
panned it around,
Mhm.
and there is that White Heart standing right there
Yes, it
looking at him.
is.
Right there.
Mhm.
Mhm.
So
Yep.
she got that omen view.
Yep.
She got
Yes,
the sign.
because
Yes.
they
She
were
got
looking
the
down
sign.
at the
Yeah.
Kingswood at the camp.
Right.
And then here comes that white stag, and
Mhm.
Sir Christian was trying to take her sword out real slow, and she said,
But
no.
she's like, no,
Mhm.
She said no.
no.
Yeah.
And I
That
like
was-
the fact
yeah,
that they
that-
did
that
not
was good.
have any dialogue in that except for that no.
No.
Yes.
Like they're just looking and they're not talking and then they see it. And I just love
Yep.
that they kept that like a
But I like the
Yeah.
fact that
Scene.
white stag, he didn't run either. He
He
was
just looked
looking
at
at
him.
her.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mhm.
But he
And
was
they
looking
ran
at
off.
her.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
That
and
was really cool.
after she said no, then that stag looked at her for maybe a couple more seconds and then he ran off. Like he
Mhm.
understood. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Hey, that was great.
It was.
That was
Yeah, like
great.
why do you have to kill it?
Exactly.
Right.
Why
Yeah.
do you have to kill
Yeah,
it?
I think you're right, Sister K. I think that was her omen. That was her
Yes.
Mhm.
sign.
Her
It
sign.
was.
Yeah.
Her
Mhm.
sign.
Yeah.
Yep.
See, that
Whether
sign
she
was for
really
her. It wasn't for the
recognizes it
king.
or not, but later I think it's
She
just,
did recognize that, I'm sure.
I think she did immediately
Yeah.
recognize it.
Mhm.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. And then,
Mhm.
you know, of course, the king, after he kills that thing, which was terrible, they all
Yeah.
clap for him. After they
Oh, so
told him how to
mad.
kill it and everything. It's like, you know what? No, that's not. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
I
That's
was
not
so
brave.
mad.
That's
I
not
was
king
so
like.
mad.
That's nothing.
No.
No.
Mm-mm.
So
And then you
was
notice
torture.
every time he gets off the horse, there's somebody that runs up with the stairs.
I think that's
Yes.
hysterical. He's
And
got his
then
little
when
stairs.
he went on that second time, or the first time they went out to smell the poop, and the guy came to bring the stairs for him to get back up. Did you see him like pause and like okay,
Yeah.
I'm so tired.
Collect himself. Yep.
Collect
Yeah.
himself.
Yeah.
And I was just like, okay.
That's because, Wino's got that next day hangover. He was
And
up
he's
late
getting
drinking.
sicker.
And he's getting
he's
sicker.
probably
Yeah.
sick.
They have thinned his wig out too.
Yeah.
Like,
They
he's
did.
losing
Did you
hair.
notice?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
He's getting
age.
sicker.
Dang.
Mm-hmm.
hmm
So then she has a conversation with Daddy.
No. First.
Wait, first, yeah.
No, first it's
That's right.
It's Alicent.
Alicent and her dad.
And wait,
Yes.
this
Oh, he
to
just
me
annoys me
shows
so
you
bad.
how much he really does not care about her.
No, he doesn't.
Because I mean, doesn't even care about her physical. Like
No.
even when the king had said, "I want my daughter to be happy," and he's like, "It doesn't matter. You're the king. You could tell her to do whatever."
Yeah,
he's like,
you can tell
"I
her
don't
to do
want
what
to
you
tell her. I want her to be happy."
Right.
And you can see Otto thinking like, "What the fuck? Like, happy? What the fuck?" Like, no. So anyway, when this scene came, you really saw how much he really didn't even fuck about her because she's on that damn chaise lounge looking hella uncomfortable.
Miserable.
Miserable. She's struggling to get up. He doesn't even go over and help her up.
Doesn't give her a hand or anything.
Nothing.
No.
Oh, but he's telling her, of course he's going to name Aegon. Well, but and Alice is trying to say, well, but I think Rhaenyra will make a great queen, a great leader. I don't care. She can't lead shit because she's out loud at it. And I'm thinking, you know what? Take your ass on.
Thank you. Take your ass on.
Yeah.
Take your ass on.
And that is in my opinion.
Yeah.
That is the reason. That is the reason why she says what she says to the king, because it's opposite of what Daddy wanted. She heard that conversation. No.
Yeah.
Listen, she was standing right there looking at them. Heard that conversation when the Thailand Lannister was trying to tell him about sending troops and stuff and blah blah blah, and Otto interjecting that. Well, you know what? If we intervene now, we'll be seen as weak because them two started it. And Alicent was looking at him.
Yeah,
that's exactly why he said that to him. And I mean, it was the right thing to say and the right thing to do, but that's why. And as soon as she said that, I thought, yeah, see, that's the only way she can get back at her daddy. That's the only way.
Well, and I think it's a combination of that and also her being a woman too, where she was farmed out and brokered like
she
a
was
deal.
Pimped.
Pimped.
She was pimped the very day that the queen died.
Yep.
Yeah.
She's trying to do what she can to make that different for somebody else that she cares about. Because I do think she does care about
I think
Rhaenyra.
she does.
I think she does, genuinely.
she
and
does.
misses her.
And misses her.
Yeah, she misses her.
Yeah. We've seen her time and time again stand up for her.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
Yeah,
this
try
episode.
to
But Rhaenyra ain't having it though. She ain't
Rhaenyra
forgiving
ain't
her.
having it.
No,
she ain't
not.
forgiving her. No.
She's not,
And she
but she
also
still
knows,
does it.
She also knows Rhaenyra better than anybody else, too.
That's
Despite the fact
true.
that they haven't talked for that long.
True.
But she was a young woman, too, who lost her mother early.
Yes.
She knows Rhaenyra wants and craves her father's love and attention, and that she can't go and say this to Rhaenyra.
Yeah.
Rhaenyra is not going to hear it from her. She knows that if her daddy does it, she'll listen and she'll take heed to it. And especially if he's calm about it, he's not yelling and hollering like he was at the dam when he was drunk, you know, and gives her a choice, which is really what they never get.
Yeah.
They never get a choice about that's what Rhaenyra even said earlier. I never get a choice in to do anything I want to do.
Yeah.
She knew that would be a way to get her.
Yeah.
But I like this whole scene because it just shows the level of, in my opinion, I don't know what the word is. It's not disrespect, but it's just like women are for one purpose, and that's it. Make babies, and that's it.
Yep.
Because when she's sitting there and he's complaining about, I got this message and blah. She says, "May I?
May I?" Yeah.
She asked permission, and it's sitting right there close to her. She could just lean over and read it.
I know.
But she asked permission, and I thought, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then she has to tell this old crazy wino fool what he should have known, because he came, and that is okay. Well, you know what? What would you rather have?
Right.
Let me break it down for you.
Yeah,
King.
let me break it down for you.
Yes.
What would you rather have?
Well, she even breaks it down for us because we don't know. We didn't read it, but it's saying that.
I know.
Oh, this is from Lord the Sea Snack's brother.
Yeah.
So
They're losing.
Vaemond.
Yeah.
Like Raymond, I think.
And he's asking for help.
They're
It wasn't
losing.
just a letter for letter's
it's a
sake.
plea
He was
for help.
asking for help.
Yeah.
Like, help us. We dying.
Yeah.
We about to lose.
Mm-hmm.
Because Damon wasn't going to write that, and the Sea Snack wasn't going to write it.
No.
Not at all.
No.
Too much pride. They weren't.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so she's like, well, why don't you give him help?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, because he's just repeating what the fuck her daddy said.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
His pride.
Right.
Because he
Otto
don't have
said.
his own thoughts.
Yeah.
Again, he's a punk.
Mhm.
Exactly.
A punk. And she's like, okay, well then let's break it down. Is it going to be better for the realm if he wins or if he loses?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
And he was
What
like,
you think he going to
oh,
do? Thank you, LM.
Boop.
Boop.
What do you think this fool going to do if he win?
Yeah.
Right.
Dumbass.
Like, you don't want to go to you don't want to go to war, but war is there. So you have to defend it. All this damn talk about not going to war.
Right.
Mhm. You don't think you're at war, but you are at war.
You are. You're
Yes.
already at
Been
war.
there for 3 years.
Yes.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So if he wins, that means your brother dead. That means you losing a whole piece of your kingdom.
Yeah.
And guess what? They're gonna come next.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly. Yes.
I mean, he's a stupid
Yeah.
king.
He
though.
is.
Oh, he's a stupid king.
And guess what he do? Guess
He
what he
sends
do?
them.
Right.
Well, sure. But anyway,
Yeah.
So then
But
we
he
see
had-
that.
but he has that talk with Rhaenyra first.
No, he's already sent the shit off, but when she gets
He sent
there.
it, and she's coming in as.
But
that letter's
again,
going
my
out.
point with all that is, again, he can't make his own fucking mind
Of
up.
course.
No, he
that.
can't think for himself.
No.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He is malleable, just like
Yeah.
Yes.
Silly Putty.
Yep.
Yeah. They all
Yep.
know that too.
Yes.
They all
Yeah,
know
all
that.
of them
Yeah.
know that.
Yes. Mm.
I liked Rhaenyra's outfit when she came in there too.
I know.
Yes.
She looks good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Throughout the
Liked her
whole
outfit.
thing.
Mm-hmm.
So he basically tells her, look, I want you to be happy. So I tell you what, then you go find who you want to marry.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
You
he
go do the
says,
research.
I'm not going to be living forever, which we already know that's true.
Yeah,
know.
Yes.
that's
Well, I mean,
true.
we already knew that's true, but we know he's coming.
Yeah.
It's coming quick.
Well,
Yeah.
because
His
he's
ass.
got whatever's rotten his
Whatever's
fingers
rotten
and
his
shit.
body.
It's going to start spreading.
Yeah.
Other
I ain't
parts
going
of
to be
his
living
body.
together forever. And I want to know, I want to be at peace knowing that you are okay and taken care of and you
Right.
have a family of your
Yeah.
own. And yeah. So,
But
you
she
need
hit
to-
him with the I had a family.
And you know what? Hey, that's what I said to the TV.
Exactly.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
She sure
Oh.
did.
Yeah. Thanks for that, Daddy.
Right.
Well, I mean, that wasn't necessarily his fault, but you know,
Yeah.
he didn't
Yeah,
make the
it
baby
was.
breach.
Yeah. You know what? Yeah, it was his fault. Had them 5 dead children
Yeah. And kept
in
trying.
less than
Mhm.
5 years.
No, it's
10 years.
years.
Within 10
10.
years. Yeah.
Mhm.
And he kept on and on and on because I want that almighty son.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, it is
You're
his
right.
fault.
You're right.
It is.
Yeah.
We talked about that.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So he swears on her mother's memory
Yeah.
that he will not waver. He did waver, he
Mhm.
said. He will not waver and she will remain heir.
Y'all believe him?
Again,
do.
I think
Yeah.
I do
I do.
believe his
Because
intention.
I think he has every intention
Yeah,
to.
Yes.
I do too.
But other factors are at play, I'm
But
sure. So
What
Yeah.
happens if he dies tomorrow?
Right,
I don't-
that's it. Yeah.
That's he's not
Yeah.
going to be able to uphold anything at that point.
Mm-mm.
And we don't really know. Like he's named her heir, but if he did die, and she still named the heir, would the realm, the council, or whoever allow that to go? Would they?
No,
just
Right.
they're going to go to war.
Right.
We already know that.
right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
he
That's
can
what
promise
Rhaenyra
shit all he wants
told
to.
her.
Mhm.
He's like he said, he ain't gonna live forever.
That's true.
Mhm. But like Allison said, all the families, including her own family, swore fealty to her as to being the heir. But is that going to actually stand true? We don't know.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Mm-mm. Unless she is able to get into power and then defend her power once she's in there. But, you know, again, as long as he's alive, I think it will happen. But people are I mean, all of his damn small council and everybody, probably all the maids and everybody else know this man is sick. He be drinking all the time.
Yes.
You know.
Well, he does try to hide it, but
no,
they know.
Everybody knows. It's just that the general public doesn't know.
Right.
They probably know too.
No, probably
I don't
not.
think they do.
But all of his little bannerman people, they know.
They do.
How they know.
Yeah.
Okay, then we get.
All right, let's get to the battlefield.
This scene is so good. First of all, we get to see the sea snack.
Yes.
And his back.
And his brother.
He's
and
looking
his brother
good.
and his son.
And his brother
and his son.
Yes.
What's the son's name?
Laenor.
Laenor. That boy cute.
Laenor.
He is.
Yeah.
I would not be mad if he gets with Rhaenyra. I know. I would be okay.
That's not a bad match.
Yeah.
That would be good.
Mm-hmm.
That would be good.
They're both warriors in their own way. So
see, and he's a dragon rider too.
That's true.
See? And a dragon rider. And wait a minute, I had the words on. Okay, his little dragon is Sea Smoke. Oh, I love it.
Yes.
His name is Sea Smoke.
Yeah, that was cool.
My God,
cool.
I was just loving it.
I was just whooping, but that's later. But
I know.
When he comes in.
Oh Lord, but that brother of Daemon,
he was annoying.
He gonna have to go.
Yeah,
He's
a punk.
Did you see Lord Corlys say or C-Snack say, okay, we brothers and all, but I want to have you starting a mutiny up in here.
Exactly.
Don't get it twisted.
And what he didn't say is, obviously that's the older brother. I'm guessing, or maybe that's not. Maybe that's another brother
because the sea snake is a second son,
right? So and he was even saying
second son,
and he's so much bigger, and he's obviously a much better warrior,
leader,
and he's built their empire, like helped build it even more.
Yeah,
he was like, "Oh no, we ain't playing around."
That's right,
and
we ain't
know your place.
Know your place.
Yes,
know your place.
Yeah.
But he's trying to say, oh, well, we ain't won nothing. Daemon is out here fighting, but he ain't doing a good dad's job. And his brother ain't coming along to help us out. So why do we need to follow his ass?
And Corlys is like, he's the only one out there fighting.
He is,
right?
Yeah.
So,
put himself in his dragon. I thought when Daemon walked up, he was just going to go,
well, first of all, they talked about the fact of this plan that they had. Look, Laenor, to lure them out of the cave. And that Daemon was saying, well, who gonna be crazy enough to go do that? And he said, Daemon. And then here come Caraxes and Daemon.
And they're like, oh, dragon's coming. Dragon's coming.
Yes. That was good. But I mean, Daemon looks, he looked
awful.
Rough.
Awful. He looked like
he looked defeated.
Defeated.
Yeah.
And
ain't got nowhere yet.
No.
So here come the king's people.
Messenger.
That
messenger.
The message is
oh my
coming.
Gosh.
A letter
I was
from
surprised
the king.
at this
Dude,
one.
why had to be the dude?
He said,
I don't get that.
I didn't get that.
Because
why?
He's probably like, oh, hell no.
That's the F off.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you know that old saying, don't shoot the messenger.
Yeah.
Don't beat the messenger.
Poor guy.
Poor dude.
He beat that guy.
And I mean, when they was trying to pull him away and help the guy up, that guy he was down.
He was down.
Oh, yeah.
He was all the way down on the ground. I think Daemon was like, oh, F this. No. He ain't gonna swoop in here after 3 fucking years.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
And Sister J,
You all right?
we could have just paused.
Where'd she go?
Sorry, I had something in my eye.
Okay.
All we heard was, oh man.
But you didn't mute, so we heard all that.
Right.
You're just gone.
What were you talking? Oh. When
The poor
Damon,
fella getting beaten up.
Mm-hmm.
The messenger.
Yeah.
So yeah, once he gets all beat up, they pull him off of him, and then Daemon is on a mission.
he
He jumps down
starts
into his
walking.
rowboat.
Immediately.
Right, immediately. Doesn't take the dragon, nothing. Hops into a rowboat.
Yeah, he was rowing across the bay or something.
Yep. Heads down to this, I don't know, like beachy area in front of those caves. It's littered with shrapnels and bits and pieces, bodies. The crabs are going in and out of people.
Yeah, it's nasty.
Yeah,
it's nasty.
And I'm like, where's he going by himself?
Where's he going? What's he doing?
I was not
Clueless.
prepared
Had no
for
idea
that.
what he was doing. Yeah,
I wasn't either.
I know.
He picks up a white sheet of clothing or whatever, makes a flag, starts waving.
Like
the
he's
white
surrendering?
flag. Yeah,
That's what I said.
Yeah.
He's
Waving the
surrendering
white
to that
flag.
crab dude.
Yep.
I was like, come on, this does not seem
And I'm like, plus this is out of his character.
It's out of character for him. But if
I
you
knew
recall,
something.
we should have known, because when they talked about the sea snake and his son, when they talked about the plan, we got a plan, and the brother said, well, who'd be stupid enough to go and do that? Because, that's a suicide mission. We should have known then. See?
Yeah.
Because that's what Daemon was doing.
So he found like this high ground bit, goes up there, plants the flag, takes out his sword,
and just holds it up.
Holds it up.
Drops to his knees.
It's yours.
Like an offering. Yeah.
Yes.
Like
drops to his
surrender.
knees, bows over. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And we see the pirate come out of the caves looking
I was
around.
yelling at the TV.
Were you?
I was like, no.
Yeah, I was like,
Don't do it.
Not Damon.
I know you can't kill Damon.
And he sends all his little people out.
Well,
And
some
plus
of
they
his
have-
people.
some of
his people.
And then he has those archers and stuff too. So I was like, shit. And they was all like getting
That was
ready. And I was
cool.
like,
Ready.
okay, please
He was,
do not shoot Damon. But Damon, honey, waited until that first
oh, that was good.
set of people come up on him.
But he was too close, because that dude even took the sword.
He took his sword.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And he was looking around, and that crab king kept looking at the sky. Said, where's some dragons? And
Right.
That's what,
Yeah.
that's
I was
exactly
thinking the
how he
same
was
thing.
looking.
Yeah. And when he realized, oh, ain't no dragon coming, then that's when he sent out some more people.
Yeah.
Yep.
But even though that dude took Damon's sword, Damon had his dagger.
Yes.
And he used it. And he used it.
He stabbed that dude, grabbed his sword,
Grabbed
and
his sword
started
back.
whacking.
And running.
And running.
Oh, because he was trying to get to that cave. That
He was pretty damn quick. And I kept thinking, how is he going to avoid all these fucking arrows?
Right.
It would
Raining
never
down.
happen, but Hollywood style.
Yeah.
But he was like jigging and jagging.
He was.
But he
rolling
got hit
and
a couple
falling and
times,
shit.
though.
He did.
He got
He
hit.
but the only one that drew blood was that one in his leg, because the ones up here, they hit his armor.
The armor,
Yeah.
See, so they were stuck in that leather armor.
Right.
But he did get hit in the leg, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that
Ooh,
was
snapped it
so
off.
And enough to
good.
stop him. I know. The one in his chest, he just snapped and kept it moving.
Yeah. So,
but then as
when
he was
went
underneath
up under that thing,
Yeah.
yeah.
and they all started surrounding him.
Oh,
That's
my
why I'm like,
gosh.
how is he? There's no way. Like,
There's no way
is the
he can
end of
survive
him.
this.
There's no
Yeah.
way.
I know. And I was like,
just kept thinking, okay, look, this is episode 3. They can't kill
They
him.
can't.
not
They
this quick.
can't
This
kill him.
is
Hey.
Game of Thrones.
Game
They
of
will
Thrones.
kill
Thank
some
you.
people off.
Thank you.
That's true.
Poor Stark got it. What was his name? Ned.
Ned.
Stark.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
Right.
Anyway, he come out from under that little
Mhm.
building thing.
Yeah.
And they was all surrounding him.
Uh-huh.
But then,
And then
here come the sea smoke.
yeah, the sea smoke. This was
Yes.
fantastic.
Burning 'em
This
up.
was great.
Oh,
Yes.
my gosh. And did you
Burning.
did you notice how different that dragon looked? It was white.
Yeah.
It was
Yes.
lighter. Or
Yeah.
like a really light gray.
They're all
Yeah.
different colors.
And younger.
Yep.
Oh, that was
Yeah, it was
wonderful.
smaller. I think it was
Yeah.
smaller
It
too.
was,
Mhm.
Yeah, it was
Mhm.
smaller.
Mhm.
It wasn't
And it's
But they were
Rhaenyra up
smart.
there.
He went and burned up them fucking archers first.
Yeah.
So smart.
Yes. Yes.
Smart. So they can't keep on
Yep.
that
Right.
them arrows.
And
Mhm.
then the sea snake had his men there too.
Yep. They started
Mhm.
running in.
Yes.
They was lining the perimeter,
Let me
and then
tell
they
you
started running down in
something.
there.
Didn't that
Yep.
sea snack look good fighting?
Yeah,
Didn't
he
he?
did. He was killing
In
them
his
up.
armor. In that armor. His little locks flowing.
He looked
the
extra
breeze.
snacky.
Extra snacky, didn't he?
Yeah, extra snacky. Hey, but Snack Junior was looking good too.
Snack
On that-
Jr..
Yes, he was.
on that
Junior mints.
dragon.
Yep.
Sister J
Hey.
Wow. That kid's
Was.
15.
still didn't even recall what this little boy looked like, but I wasn't paying attention
Oh,
to his ass.
I wasn't.
Oh, he was cute.
I was looking at the dragon
He was.
Yeah.
and his
He was
daddy.
very cute.
And his
And
daddy.
the only difference, one main difference I did notice when they was planning all this and stuff, you notice how short compared to Lord Corlys
Mhm.
his locks were,
Yeah.
which I thought that
Yeah.
was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
he's not as old, you know.
Still
Yeah.
growing. Still growing
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, that was an exciting scene.
It
though.
was.
Damon
so
would have
good.
been a goner if it
He would
wasn't
have been.
for sea smoke and the army.
Yeah.
Really.
Yes,
Mhm.
Yeah.
He would have.
Yeah. He
He
would
would've.
have.
Dracarys.
I know.
So good.
And I had the words on, and it said, "Hi, Valerians," or he was talking to his little dragon.
Yeah.
It's
like
Lawrence,
they
it's
do.
Valerian.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep. Yep.
But then
Mhm.
Damon, he's like, oh, well, shit. Let me go head on in there and get this damn.
Oh, he went running after
I
that.
saw
Wherever
him
that
go back
dragon
in the
leader.
cave. Uh-huh.
Yep.
Mhm.
The only thing, though, we didn't get to see it. We didn't get to see the battle.
I
between
know.
them.
I know.
That's
That's
okay. I didn't
fine.
even see it.
I was just gonna
Yeah,
say
yeah.
that's
Because
okay.
him dragging that torso out
and
was
all
bad enough.
Oh.
and just the
Damn.
torso
Yeah,
Just.
and all that
Yeah.
blood. And
Just.
Damon was covered in blood.
covered.
What?
Yeah.
That
So
was
you
nasty.
know it was a heck of a battle.
You know, even his hair and
Yeah.
his hair
Yeah.
was white. It was so
Just-
dark.
Just like Rhaenyra
Yeah,
earlier in the
Exactly.
episode.
It was.
Covered. Yeah.
you know
Mhm.
what?
Couldn't even
You're
see
right.
the white locks. Yeah.
You're
Now,
right.
That's true.
when the sea dragon, what the hell
Sea
is the
smoke.
dragon? Sea smoke.
Sea
sorry.
smoke.
Sea
Sea smoke came and blew the first round, and Damon got flown back. I started thinking, now, if he was engulfed in that flame, would he burn?
Right.
No.
I
Because
wonder.
Daenerys didn't burn,
I thought Targaryen
And he didn't burn either.
They don't burn.
but he
right?
got
Okay, I
blown
didn't
back. He
think
was
so.
like blown
Yeah.
back. He didn't really stay in the fire.
Mhm.
But I
But
wonder
yeah,
if that
he
was
would not have burned though.
if that would hold true that he would
Yeah.
not burn.
I
Yeah.
think so.
Yeah.
I
Mhm.
think that's a
Mhm.
trait. Yeah.
That would have been
I
very
think so.
interesting to see, like the flames and him just walking out.
And him
the
just walking.
flames. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
We
Yeah,
may-
that would have
we
been
may
cool.
We
see
probably
that
will
at some
see it
point.
probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like we'll see it with Rhaenyra. Maybe not him.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
never know.
Maybe
Mhm.
not. I don't know. Yeah.
This
That
was
was-
great.
It was so good.
I mean, we got through like 3/4 of the episode, and then all of a sudden it's an epic battle, just like out of nowhere. I was like,
Right.
Yes.
fantastic.
It was
Yeah.
great.
It was
It was
great.
great.
I loved it.
I did too.
Mhm.
I did too. So You already know he gonna be strutting through there talking mucho shit.
Of course. Let's talk about the fact that the whole reason why he went on down in there and did it, that's because when his brother said, I'm sending all my 20,000 troops and so many hundreds of ships, Daemon probably said to himself, oh, hell no. Getting the glory.
After 3 years,
I'm doing it. Yeah.
Now you want to swoop in and be the
save the day. Let me go do this.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I don't think it was going to be that many ships. It was only 10.
It was 10.
Well, whatever.
And I think Daemon was like, okay, you have way more capacity. You can send me more than 10 ships.
When he read the note, I'm like, 10?
So you know what? F you and your 10.
Exactly. Right. That's exactly what it was.
Yeah.
He said, you know what? It's a little too late.
Exactly.
Let me go take care of this shit.
No, I'm going to take care of this shit right now.
Yeah.
And if I die, I die. But at least I'm doing this bit.
Yeah. Exactly. That's exactly it.
Yeah.
And that was like 95% chance he wasn't coming back.
Right.
I know.
There was just no way.
But they had a good plan, though. That was a very good plan.
I don't think that was even planned.
Yeah.
I think they had to scramble.
They were planning it. That's the plan they were talking about. That they need someone to lure all of them back out.
Well, did they even know he was going to do it right then, though?
Well, yeah,
that's part of
they didn't know he was going to do it, like literally right there.
Right there.
Well, obviously somebody knew something because they was right there on the perimeter. You know?
Yeah.
No, I think as soon as they saw him go off.
Yeah, they followed his ass over there.
They followed him.
And
he took out that messenger.
Smoke was at the ready, so here he comes.
He said, let me go get my dragon real quick.
That's right. Let me go get him. Get him. Let me go get him out.
I love that so much because I forgot, even though we've only had 2 episodes, but I forget that those children are part Targaryen.
Yes, they are.
You know?
Yep.
And that's why Lord Corlys Snack was saying, like, you're going to keep the blood if you marry my daughter.
Right.
Keeping that Valerian, that Targaryen blood, plus you'll have some of mine in there.
Exactly.
So, but I don't know. I think until seeing the kids and stuff that you forget they're part Targaryen, and seeing him definitely with the dragon.
Yes.
And being a dragon
because
rider.
You better believe.
I was like,
his mama is
awesome.
Rhaenys. She gonna make sure her kids ride a dragon.
Yeah.
So what I would love to see, which I don't think they'll have time for, is to see like when she was having her babies, her having the eggs
that
in
might
there.
be a spinoff. You never know.
Having the eggs in their cribs.
Never know.
And
never know.
If the little girl if she has a dragon,
right?
You know, she was so fascinated with the dragon when she was talking to him.
She was,
yeah.
So maybe she has one too. I mean, it was just that was the awesome.
Yeah. That was awesome though to find that out though.
Yeah.
That was.
But I do
so
also
awesome.
feel like this is a setup for Snack Jr. to be with Rhaenyra.
I think so too. It's a setup.
Yeah.
For Snack Jr. and Rhaenyra.
I think so.
Rhaenyra to get together.
Yep.
And that will bring the sea snake back in.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
It would.
Yeah.
It would.
Mm-hmm.
Make for a better story too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see.
I don't know. I still think
it's complicated.
They're going to try to get.
Yeah, it is complicated
because the sea snake has been working with Daemon for the past 3 years.
Mm-hmm. I keep thinking about this bloodline.
Mm-hmm.
When we saw Dany, and there wasn't no beiges in there.
Yeah, but she's like 8-10 generations down.
I know,
200 years. Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, if it's indeed true that all mankind started at the cradle of Africa.
Yes.
Oh, that's true.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, somebody had to go off somewhere because we got all shades of people.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
So, 200 years.
But over a millennia and millennia.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But it's a different.
And I don't know. I still feel like they're going to try to figure out a way to pair her and Uncle because.
You mean Kunkel?
Kunkel.
Kunkel.
You know, I think Kunkel's supposed to be cute uncle.
Yeah.
You think so?
I don't think they're going to go there yet.
We'll have to see.
I hope not.
Agreed.
I don't think so because simply because of I know as long as Viserys is alive, that's not going to happen.
That's not going to happen.
No, because it's not going to happen. So he's going to have to be dead or something for that to happen. Oh, yeah.
If he
doesn't want his brother involved, I don't think.
No.
Rhaenyra wouldn't do that.
No, she would not do that.
I don't think so either.
No. So
it's
going to be somebody. It's going to be somebody she chooses.
Yes.
And we know she likes warriors, and Snagger is a warrior.
She likes warriors.
Yes.
You
and
are
a dragon rider.
Dragons
can ride the dragons together.
Perfect match.
Yes.
You are so right, Ellen. Yep. Ooh, that would be exciting.
That would be good. That would be good.
So I wonder how much in the future we're going to be in the next episode.
Yeah.
I know, because they keep adding them on, don't
I know.
But you know what? I think that's good. They got to get it on. Get on with it. You know,
Get on with it, yeah.
They do.
So I think this is a good way to do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And at least in this episode, they were at that timeline and it went straight through. It wasn't the back and forth and back and forth.
Yes, exactly. Yep.
Which I like that better.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't mind a little backstory, but not back and forth and back and forth.
Yeah.
What back and forth do we have?
Last episode 2, they showed an adult one and then back to the kid one.
A kid of what?
Rhaenyra?
No.
I've never seen. I've not seen her older.
She's been the only Rhaenyra.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
only Rhaenyra we've seen.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm confused when you keep saying the timeline is back and forth. I'm like, we're not watching Westworld. What timeline are you talking about?
In that world.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Okay.
Well, I was just checking. We do have some feedback, so we can get into our feedback.
Before we get into the feedback, we do want to give a shout out because we have some new patrons.
Oh, hey! Yes.
Yay! So we would like to say welcome to being a patron to Tammy.
Hey, Tammy.
Hey, Tammy. Hey, Tammy. Javante. I hope I'm pronouncing that right.
Hey, Javante.
Hey, Linda.
Hey, Linda.
Hey, Linda.
And Mina.
Hey, Mina.
Welcome.
Thanks for joining us.
Yes, thank you so much.
You're going to love it.
Yes.
A lot of stuff.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Well, we have some feedback from last episode, of course, and some for this one. So I'll start with the stuff from back last week.
Okay.
The first one is from Jeff.
Hey, Jeff.
Hey, Jeff.
Hey, Jeff.
Jeff actually has an email for this week and last week. So this is from episode 2 from Jeff Grimes, Hightower Baelish is his subject line.
Okay. I see.
Subject line.
I feel like them damn.
Yeah.
Good morrow, sisters. I don't know if I just like the skeevy older men, but Otto Hightower can kind of get it.
Oh.
Jeff,
No, Jeff.
You could do so much better.
Yes, you can, Jeff.
Maybe I'll be the new Lady Hightower.
That I would like to see.
Jeff, you are so cute. Why would you go with Otto Hightower?
Put that on Otto.
Number 1, and so the plotting begins. So far, this is feeling a bit like season 2 Game of Thrones, which was always my favorite. I just love plots and side plots, hustles, shameless gossip, and schemes.
Yes. It was full of it.
Yeah, full of it.
2, what do you all think is making Viserys' wounds not heal? And of course, they had to show that nasty MAGA bowl just as I sat down with my bowl of chili. Jeff. Now, see,
I can't be eating and watching this show.
No, you can't eat watching Game of Thrones.
No.
The best
I
you
can
do,
barely drink red wine.
I know.
That's true.
I do
had to
have me
drink-
a cocktail.
Really?
No, I went to beer for that reason.
You,
Yeah.
you have to.
Oh, that's funny. I think he just has I feel like Sister J is correct. This tetanus. But I feel like it would have
That's
killed
some
him.
lead poisoning, y'all.
He would have killed him by now if he didn't have a tetanus shot, don't you think?
No, they
Well,
got
that's
drugs
been 3
and shit.
years.
It's been
Yeah.
3.
Yeah.
Well, this is
I don't
episode
know.
2, so he's thinking about
Right.
episode 2.
But they got drugs and like poultices and stuff, but
Yeah.
it may not cure it.
Maggots.
Yeah.
Maggots.
Yeah.
3. I love that Daemon defended his brother. The whole I can talk about my family, but you need to keep your flap shut thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep.
4. The sound department is doing great. I am loving the hints of Daenerys' theme music woven into scenes
Yeah.
with Rhaenyra.
Yes.
That subtle connection.
Mm-hmm.
5. C-Snack lost some points with me when he offered up his baby girl. Nasty.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
That
Yeah.
is true.
Yes.
Yep.
He's still snackalicious though.
Yes.
Well, that's it for me. Hopefully I get this sent in time. You all are fast. Not a read or shade. Mhm,
Yeah.
Jeff.
Thank you.
Hey, you don't start now,
Watch it,
won't
Jeff.
be none.
Sir Jeff Grimes, High Tower of House Baelish. P.S. Where are my House Baelish family members at?
No. Thank
They
you,
out there, Jeff. They
It's
ain't
a
written
couple
in.
out there.
There's
Yeah.
several.
Yeah.
No, a
There's
couple.
several.
A couple.
Okay, let me read his feedback for this episode.
Okay.
Hello, sisters and fam. Another great episode, but I didn't need to see those close-up shots of Krabby Bill and his nasty burned grayscale skin.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's yep. Nor
Yes.
his insides being drug around at the end. Nasty.
I know.
Oh,
that
yeah,
was
when
nasty.
we could see his
His
Yeah, that was
intestines.
nasty.
His
That's right.
intestines are out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ugh.
1. Rhaenyra's clothes are 100% on point.
Yes.
Yes, they are. Yes,
Yes.
they are. 2. Am I the only one who thought that bard singer guy with Rhaenyra sounded like Ramsay Bolton?
No.
Did
No,
he?
he didn't.
I didn't think so.
Did Ramsay
No.
sing? I don't think I ever
No.
heard him sing.
Mm-mm, I'm not sure.
Dang.
But wasn't his name Samwell or something?
Yeah,
and
it
I
was
was like,
Samwell.
oh,
Samuel. Yeah.
Yep.
but
Yep.
no relation, of course. But
I don't
Yeah.
think it was
Yeah,
relation,
well,
but-
you know what? Yeah. They just had to put that in there since Sam was so useless.
Jay,
don't
we ain't
you
doing
start
that.
up again.
We
Don't
ain't
start.
going there.
Please don't.
Don't talk about Sam like that.
Don't mess up with Samuel Tarley. Come
I
on
love
now.
Sam.
Yes.
Useless.
Stop.
3. That was a big ass tent. You know, it was a tent they were in with that party. That
Yeah,
was a big ass tent.
yeah.
It was.
Mhm.
Well, that's it for me. Toodles, Sir Jeff Grimes of House Baelish, Maiden of Hightower.
Oh, maybe.
Thank
P.S.
you, Jeff.
Hold on, he has a P.S. I rewatched Game of Thrones recently, and you know what? I still like how it ended.
You know what, Jeff?
More like this.
No.
I'm like, what? Jeff?
Yeah, what, Jeff?
I know there are some people that liked it, and I'm like, ugh, I
No.
just couldn't. I just have a
No.
whole different opinion about it.
No.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
no.
It was like a F you to everybody to me.
Yes, it was.
To me. Mm-mm. I ain't never gonna forget. Still hashtag still salty.
Still
always
salty.
be salty.
Salty.
Forever. Always be salty.
Oh my
Yep.
God.
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
Jeff.
Jeff.
Thank you, Jeff.
Toodles.
And oh yeah, he might not have listened to this before you sent this. Kungle, is that cute, Uncle? I just want to confirm my
Yes. Can you let us know?
Yeah, cute uncle. That's what
Yeah.
it is.
Or cousin uncle or
Cousin
whatever it
uncle.
is.
cousin Uncle?
I
Yeah.
think cousin uncle.
What's the scoop?
I don't think it's cousin.
I think cousin uncle.
Hmm.
Let us
Well,
know,
let
Jeff.
us
Tell
know.
us, Jeff.
Yeah.
Tell us,
We want
Jeff.
to use it properly.
Because
Thank you.
we
Yeah.
love the sea snake.
Snack.
We love that
Sea
moniker.
snack. Yes.
Yeah, sea snack.
And now we have Snack Junior.
Snack Junior.
Okay, our next feedback is from Roxy.
Hey,
Roxy.
She says, oh, this is a PS from her last email. Sorry for my previous email. I used no names. I know the names, but as you guys know, my spelling sucks. I need to get with the spelling of all of these names. That is all. Oh, thank you, Roxy. Well, see, that's because we had part of her email last time, and then I guess this is the other part that we didn't get to.
Okay.
You sent that. You sent that like a day later, Roxy.
She probably needed a day to think about it.
Yeah. And she did not have any for this episode, probably because we're a little quick. Y'all gotta be quick with us this time.
We on time, y'all.
We got this shit together. Yeah. Okay. Our next piece of feedback is from, it's a voicemail, and I think it is from Myron.
Oh, hey, Myron.
OG.
Hello, my sisters. Myron here. Hope all's well. Man, it's been a minute, huh? Before I get started, I need the sisters to pay attention to the quality of the voicemail and not the quantity, Sister J, before you read it. I ain't been too far away from y'all sisters. I've been spawning y'all over at Dark Blues Productions doing the Expanse reviews, Westworld reviews, although I did give up on that show during season 3 because, I've been checking y'all lipping, dipping, tripping, and sipping, and hopefully y'all ain't tricking yet, but I ain't judging either. Anyway, let me get started with my traditionally Sister J long-ass voicemail. Now, for real, sisters, I'm going to keep the shit short. As far as I can. Let me start with something I'm displeased with about the show, which is the pacing of the show. The showrunners are moving stories so fast, you'd think they already know how many seasons they're granted to tell the story of Fire and Blood. An example of just how fast they're moving is when Daemon took the City Watch to police the mean streets of King's Landing, right? An overwhelming majority of the viewers believe that Daemon and company were brutalizing and killing people wantonly. Those people had already been identified as known thieves, rapists, and murderers. But I believe the showrunners did this to illustrate Daemon's instability as a character, which is a ruse, in my opinion. Just like many viewers believe in the first episode that Viserys was a good king. Nah, he ain't that. Why? I'll tell you. 1, he brutally had his wife go through that horrific procedure on a gamble that he would finally obtain a male heir.
We all know that.
But not sorry, cuz you don't get no pass from me.
That's right.
2, he betrayed his daughter's trust by carrying on a secret relationship with her best friend.
Yes.
Ew. 3, he did not heed the advice of Corlys Valerians with regard to the pirate issue at the Stepstones. And 4, Viserys figuratively spat in Lord Valerian's face by rejecting to join their houses by marrying his daughter. I don't care if the girl is even 9 years old. This is a TV show, people, about a fictional universe based on fictional customs of fictional characters. Let's get it together. Lastly, I'm going to address the conversation brought up in your first episode. Strangely enough, or maybe, a better word is coincidentally enough, the topic was about birth control. Here in 2022, right, in dealing with the overturning of Roe v. Wade, it's kind of, ironic, poetic, you fill in the blank. Maybe there are people who truly believe there was birth control in the days of Viserys' reign. But fast forward, when Robert Baratheon was making bastards seemingly every other night, which led Joffrey to have many, if not all, of Robert's bastards killed, one might wonder if there really was contraceptives in Viserys' time. Plus, Viserys is not being depicted as a philanderer, so, there's that. But he is a terrible king. And I hope he keeps plopping his flat ass on that pointy ass throne and gets all sorts of legions and dies a brutal death. Fuck King Viserys. Until the next time, sisters, peace.
Thank you, Myron.
Thank you, Myron.
Thank you, Myron. But
now, Myron, you know to keep that damn shit short. That's too
He
damn
even
long.
mentioned it.
He said it. He did say it.
Shit. Yeah. And don't be calling up here even suggesting that we be tricking.
He sure did. He said, he said, I don't, he said, hopefully.
Yeah, well, he didn't even have to put that shit in there. You knew you was going to get red for that shit.
Yeah.
Damn. We have missed hearing your voice, though, but no.
Yes.
That shit too long. Shorten that shit up next time.
He did send in feedback for this episode.
Oh, it better not be long.
Well, we'll play it either way. Here we go.
Hello, sisters. Byron here, back again with my feedback on them thrones. Now, be forewarned.
Uh-oh.
I am not going to be long, but this voicemail may very well be long. So,
you know what? We gonna cut your ass off.
Wouldn't be a major adversary due to the fact that he had no backstory. That conflict was more of an opportunity to introduce Rhaenyra, the Dragon Rider, since Lord Strong advised Rhaenyra should marry him to Viserys. It also showed the continuing interference of Otto Hightower, in my opinion. I believe Hightower was behind the advances made at the Stepstones by the Crab Prince. I think that's what the Raven that he sent in last episode was episode 1.
Wait,
That's what that Raven was about.
Pause.
Viserys also...
Shit, hold on.
Whoa. That makes perfect sense. Remember we said, who's he sending something to?
Yes,
he's starting this shit up, Otto.
Yep.
That's a good fucking theory.
He probably, that Raven was probably helping the Crab King know where to go, what caves to go to, and look out for them dragons.
But
damn.
For what
that
purpose,
makes perfect
though?
sense.
For what purpose? For what purpose?
Who knows? Maybe he got to deal with the Crab King, Crab leader.
Well, he wants to get rid of this king. He wants things to move on, move along.
He knows the king ain't gonna be out there fighting.
No, but he knows Daemon is, and he has he's got to get rid of Daemon,
right?
Yeah.
Just like he's trying to
if
marry
eventually
Rhaenyra.
Aegon, right?
Yeah.
So he's got to get a couple people out of the way.
Yeah, and that crab guy can advance on King's Landing if he grabs those trading lanes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Damn, that's a good theory.
Hopefully, I didn't fast forward.
Have been dragon riders. Very few among us have been dreamers, sisters. That sums up Viserys' rule. He is not rooted in reality. He's a dreamer. He has his head in the clouds. And that is why he is not an effective leader. He's a weak leader. This episode, to me, hinges on the conversation Viserys had with Alicent and Rhaenyra. Drunken Viserys led Alicent to question whether or not Viserys was unsure about naming Rhaenyra his heir due to the fact that he admitted that he did it to keep Daemon from the throne. Viserys also told Rhaenyra that he once wavered at his decision in naming Rhaenyra his heir, but that was a fleeting thought. He told her that he wouldn't supplant naming her his heir. And there is the conflict, the future drama that is going to fuel this entire series, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Lastly, I would imagine that Sister J will speak about the symbolism all throughout this episode concerning the brown stag and the white one. Now, I'm all for mythology and all of that, but the black and white thing is rather played out. Anyway, as it relates to how Viserys shouldn't have been chosen heir over Rhaenyra, It also reveals the desperation of men to want to keep power over who decides to be king or queen. I mean, every time they have a conversation over succession, the gods are brought up concerning how it is ordained by the gods as to what man should rule. Now,
Myron.
You know, aren't getting this message, especially after watching 8 episodes of them Thrones, where broke-ass, not Bran Stark, the three-eyed raven, was crowned king. I can't help you. Until next time, sisters, peace. P.S. That motherfucking crab prince, Dragar, Dohar, whatever his name is, they did his ass wrong, sisters. He definitely needed something stronger than sunblock. He needed some, like, milk of the poppy, milk of the mommy, milk of the cousin them, and all the children.
Uncle.
Thank you, Myron.
Thank you, Myron.
Myron, you're going to have to stop trying to send in a whole minute-ass clip.
Oh,
That's
no, that
too
was
long.
That was like 3 minutes and 50
That's
seconds.
way too.
That was longer than a minute.
Yeah, that's way too long. That's too
long.
much shit.
Myron KTSS. But Myron had a very interesting theory about how this crab king prince, whatever the hell, has gotten so entrenched.
Now that was a good theory. Yeah, that was a good theory.
Point. Yes, Myron. Yeah. We forgot about that Raven.
Yeah.
But I just keep thinking, like, what would be his aim? Because he doesn't want the
But we don't know.
King's Landing taken over.
Yeah, but we don't know that. We don't know if he's got some side deals with some other people in King's Landing.
You're right.
Just because he's the hand. I mean, we don't know that.
Yeah, you're right.
See, so, you know.
But what
that's
we do
a
know
good
is he's
theory,
shady,
though.
so
He is shady.
He is super shady.
He is shady.
And as far as the black and white issue, I wasn't even going to address that stupid shit because everybody knows nowadays. Everybody can see that for themselves. Oh, wow, the white heart, he's an all white one. And there's a brown one, but we're going to kill him anyway. I'm not even addressing that stupid shit. And that's why I didn't. So thank you, Myron.
Dang. Well, thank you, Myron, for that feedback. And good
And
to
I'm
hear
here
your
to
voice.
tell you, if you send a long ass one next week,
I'll
be real hostile.
Oh, shit,
I don't
you
care
weren't
if
real
you are
hostile
an
today?
OG.
right. More hostile than right now.
I mean, I hope you do send in one, but keep it short.
What do we got? 2-minute warning? Is that our max?
We used to have one, didn't
Something
we?
like a couple minutes or?
Yeah, we did. We used to have a 2-minute warning.
Okay. Well, thank you, Myron. And our
Thank you,
next
Myron.
piece of feedback is from Lynn.
Hey,
Lynn. Do you mean struggling?
Struggling. Hello to the Sister Speak fam. My mouth is still hanging open. Did I seriously just hear Otto suggest that Rhaenyra should marry her 2-year-old brother?
Thank you.
In all caps. What is wrong with this nasty ass man? He will stop at nothing to position himself and his family.
That's true.
Did you peep how he kept emphasizing that my grandson will be king?
Absolutely.
Yep.
Yep.
Also, Alicent needs to have several seats. She can't even tell how much she is being manipulated by her own father. I think she does know.
Yeah, she does. Yeah. She knows.
I am over all of the high towers right now. All of them are dusty.
That's true.
I agree. Wait,
they're all.
That's a good one.
Yes,
that's a good one.
Oh my God.
Oh gosh.
That's good. That's good.
Daemon is a G. Oh, hold on. Rode over by himself, single-handedly drew all of those nasty crab people out of hiding and killed their leader in the process.
Yep.
Everyone, including his own brother and the sea snack, kept doubting him. Yet, I don't think the sea snack doubted him.
He didn't doubt him.
The brother
That
did.
brother
did.
Yeah.
Raymond.
Yep.
Yeah, he continues to surprise everyone each time. The king, on the other hand, continues to show himself to be a weak and ineffectual leader. It gets worse and worse each week.
It does.
Yep.
All of these people are on Rhaenyra's last nerve. Y'all saw what she did to that boar. In the words of Sistah Goody Roop, if they keep pushing her, they will fuck around and find out.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Can't wait till next week. Lynn from North Carolina.
Thank you, Lynn.
Thank you, struggling.
Are you still struggling, Lynn? Because there was some blood in this one, too.
It was.
Yeah, there's some gross bits.
Yeah, some gross bits.
Yeah.
All right, our next email is from Shalita.
Hey,
Shalita.
Her subject line is Hot D, season 1, episode 3, aka we got a new
I love that.
motherfucking dragon. MFing is what she said. Dragon.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hi, sisters. Hope y'all are doing well. Happy Labor Day and all that. Happy Labor Day. Viserys is still a weak ass king. The actor is playing the hell out of this role, though.
Yeah.
And I'm glad we didn't have to watch him and Alicent in bed.
Thank you. Thank you.
Goodness.
He has the throw up emoji.
It's not over yet, though.
Ain't nobody want to see that shit.
No.
Why do I want to punch Otto every time he's on screen? His brother ain't shit either. Rhaenyra stays being her badass self. Plus, she stabbed the shit out of that pig. And if she married that Lannister, she'd have stabbed that fool in his sleep.
Yes.
Probably.
Yeah.
She would have.
All Daemon needed was to get his brother's attention, and he turned into the damn Terminator. Plus, he's way better than Rickon at dodging arrows.
That's the truth. He knows how to zigzag.
I just hope he didn't catch the grayscale from that nasty ass dude. See?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
He had gloves on, though, didn't he?
Did he have gloves?
But he
I
was
don't
covered with his
know.
blood.
He did have blood on him.
True. He's covered with his blood.
I hope he didn't get it though either.
Let's hope not.
Finally, I really enjoyed watching the sea snake and his axe wrecking folks. His brother, though a bit of a punk, ain't bad looking either. Plus, his son came through on his dragon burning up folks. Nice.
Yep.
I like the idea of him and Rhaenyra. He seems like he may be suitable.
Yeah.
I hope this ain't too long. Until next time, sisters. Can't wait to listen/watch the podcast. Shalita from Philly.
Thank you, Shalita.
Thanks, Shalita.
I think they're setting it up for him and Rhaenyra too.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope so.
That would be interesting.
That would be
think so.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if they get married and she is the queen, does that mean he has automatically more power than her? Because he's a man.
No.
She would still be queen.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Then
He's
I'd
still
be
her
okay with
throne.
Yeah. It's still
Right.
her throne.
Yeah,
that.
I
I'd
think
be okay
so.
with that then.
Yeah.
Okay, our next email is from Emily.
Hey, Emily.
Hey, Emily. Hey, sisters. My name is Emily, and I've been listening to you ladies for a long time. But this is my first email.
Welcome.
I missed the deadline last week, but I've got plenty to say now, but not too much, I hope. First of all, a huge thank you for giving me something to laugh about over these past few years. I originally found you when I was looking for a good True Blood podcast, and I laughed my ass off every time you ripped Suka and Bill a new one. I can't even say it right. Suka. And Bill a new one. God help that hot, stupid ass Jason, though. That show was a messy mess, but you made it great. It was messy. It was fun.
Jason was a mess, though.
He was a mess. Anyway, onto them thrones. The prequel. Does Daemon have grayscale from dragging that crab man out of the dead?
I didn't even think about that.
Or was he wearing a glove?
I thought he was wearing gloves.
Well, even if he was, you're
But
right. He
still,
had
his
blood on
face.
him.
Yeah. Or is it more the skin that does it? Or I don't know.
Oh, you guys, I
don't
didn't
know.
even think about that until y'all mentioned it.
Yeah.
Let's
we'll find out.
What happened in that cave? And how did he lose so much hair? Now, was his hair gone?
No.
I didn't think his hair was gone. It was just soaked in blood.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they should have shown on screen instead of making us watch the bottomless wine pitcher drinking, two-finger missing, sad wreck King Viserys.
Dang.
Yes.
Woo!
Yes, Emily.
He needs a therapist, stat. But I guess they didn't give a shit about mental health back then.
No.
That imitation Littlefinger Hightower hand guy probably wouldn't let him.
Imitation
Littlefinger Hightower hand guy probably wouldn't let him get help anyway. I hate the hand, and I wish they Dracarys him. But he'll be around for a long while, I'm sure.
He will.
You will.
I do like the daughter, but she was the same mopey, grumpy teen from last time, except when she went psycho on that boar. That's how you kill a boar, King Robert.
Yes.
Yeah.
See, I don't consider her a mopey teen.
I don't think she's mopey.
Well, she was, I mean, she's been, angsty because that's what teenagers do. And her mama just died.
She's got reason to be angsty.
Yeah, she got reason.
Does.
On top of the teenage bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Lastly, Daemon. Oh, Daemon. Did you know that his name is spelled the same way they write demon in the UK? Ooh.
Dang.
I did not.
Dang.
I just knew he was going to kill that poor sweaty messenger the king sent. But he showed his swagger when he faked out those stupid crab man allies.
Yeah.
They should have known he wasn't going to surrender. Demon, she wrote it demon. Daemon, Sea-Snack, and his hot brother and son fought on that damn island for 3 years.
Yeah.
And just thought of this now? Come on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, see, that's a good point.
But hey, I'm telling you, it's because he said in his mind, oh, hell no, my brother ain't sending some shit. And then he getting all the glory.
Yeah.
And we've been doing this for 3 years. No, let me go take care of this.
Let me go do it.
You better believe that was the
motivating
for
force.
that.
Definitely. Yeah. I liked how that they read the letter. The king read the letter. So we could tell exactly what he was saying in there and why he got so pissed off.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he got pissed.
He sure did.
Because you can just imagine you thinking, oh, we've been here for 3 years and now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now you want to say some shit?
This?
And only 10?
And right.
Anyway.
Prediction. Now that they've both been dramatically covered in blood, I bet Daemon and teen Queen wind up getting married after his hair grows back.
Oh.
He did. See, that's
still
what
there.
I'm thinking, Emily, too, that they're going to somehow be married or something. I don't know. Thanks for all the laughs and enjoy that sweet red, Sister J. Love, Emily.
Thank you, Emily.
Thank you, Emily.
Thank you, Emily.
Yeah, I enjoy my sweet red. Mm-hmm.
I didn't think his hair was lost.
No, I don't think so.
But I do have a feeling that they're going to end up somehow together because they need to keep that
and I
bloodline together.
Maybe years down the line.
I think maybe years down the line. And I think that's probably something that it's something I read. I think it's something that people who have read all the books are putting out there too, based upon the books. So, but for this series though, if that happens, it won't happen until a second season or at the very end, because she's going to be married to somebody else. I'm sure. Yeah.
You think so?
It's not going to be him. And not as long as the king is alive. No.
Huh. I don't know.
We'll see. We'll
see. We'll see.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
Okay. Our next piece of feedback is from Robert from the Bay.
Hey.
Ladies, sorry my audio got cut off because I'm at work leaving my feedback and couldn't get everything in before getting called in to see my first patient of the day. Yes, they got me working on the Labor Day holiday. One of the perks of being in the health profession.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for that service too, Robert.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Thank you for that service.
You.
Anyways, the only other thing I wanted to comment on was, well, I guess maybe I should play his audio first and then come back.
Okay.
Okay.
Let me do that.
Sister Speak, what's going on? This is Robert from the Bay.
That voice.
Episode 3 feedback. First off, I gotta say I'm loving seeing you ladies on the screen, on the YouTube, doing the podcast. I know I ain't been really listening to y'all much, but I'm glad to see you guys on the podcast. It's beautiful to see you guys all on there and talking about something we all love again, a Game of Thrones. And so also Sister J with the Targaryen hairdo, the silver love, I'm loving the silver. I know you've been rocking that for a minute, but I just gotta say, House Targaryen, that's what's up.
That's right.
Next thing I wanted to say was these deadlines, Sister K. I mean, I'm glad you're doing it now. But man, I feel like in the past, I was able to send stuff on like a Thursday or Friday and be all good. Nowadays, you gotta send it stuff on Monday, but that's all right. I love it. It's good. It's
I know,
good.
Robert. It's rough for me too.
Make sure we wake up Monday morning, get our thoughts together, and send it in.
Yes.
So kudos on that.
Yes.
And so for the episode, I just wanted to say, man, there's a lot of things I want to say, especially over the past 2 episodes. But these time jumps, initially I was like, but I know they got a lot to cover and everything. And so it's kind of hard to believe that, that war went on for 3 years without, it already coming to an end, especially how it ended this time or how it ended with the dragon and everything. I mean, they could have just did that from the jump, but whatever. That's all right. I didn't like how they really robbed Daemon and the crab feeder from an action scene.
Yes.
I mean, I would have loved to see, the crab feeder get some sort of dialogue to find out what his motives were, because it really didn't make no sense. I mean, obviously we see that he's turning into a stone man or whatnot, but they never got into that. I don't even know if they know what a stone man is at this point.
Yeah, that's a good point. They might not know about that
initially,
grayscale.
Right.
I guess you could catch the disease by even close contact with the person.
Okay, so that's the cutoff part.
Okay.
Okay, so he says, anyways, the only other thing I wanted to comment on was why come King Viserys always asking for people's thoughts on things, but don't never take their advice.
Oh, yes.
Ain't that the worst?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I see him always doing the opposite of what his advisors be telling him, so I guess we'll see how that ends up. See?
Mm-hmm.
Love y'all. Take care. P.S. I've been teaching Miss Chloe Jane, aka Bunny, not to be confused with Bunny, how to say Dracarys.
Oh, wow.
He got that baby girl saying that.
Don't
That's
you
a
have
hard
to-
one.
Oh my God, you have to send us some audio. Please.
Yes,
Please.
yes.
Please.
Oh my God.
Don't tell her what it really means, though, Robert.
Yeah, don't do
so
that.
cute.
That is adorable.
Oh, she's
What if she
adorable.
says
Oh my God.
Dracarys to you or your wife? You be wanting to snatch her. And once she gets the enunciation down, we sending it through. Okay.
All right. That'll be awesome.
Robert from the Bay by way of the RVA, Richmond, Virginia. Sister J was right. Not North Carolina, Sister K. Laugh out
Right.
loud. Wait, and he said North Carolina.
North.
Thank you, Robert.
Thank you, Robert.
That's so good.
Thank
Her
That's
little
so good.
nickname is Bunny.
Oh.
Little Miss Chloe Jane. She is adorable. And
She
so
is
She
adorable.
is the cutest little
Yes.
button.
I forgot the new baby name. Well, they both cute. They both cute as pie. Sweet as pie. Thank you, Robert.
That's great.
Oh, gosh. Okay, our next piece of feedback is from Yolande. I think you pronounce it Yolande.
Okay.
Hi, Yolande.
Hi, Yolande. Her subject line is drawing the line with incest shit. episode 3.
Yeah.
Hi, sisters and Sister Speak family. What another great episode. I am loving the time jumps as long as they tell me what year we are in.
Yeah.
I know that's right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Loving that both. I heard this somewhere. I was wondering when somebody was going to mention this on the podcast.
What?
Loving that both Rhaenyra, and Crazy D Daemon got blood during their kills. While King, I want everybody to be happy, had to be told twice how to kill that stag.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I was wondering when somebody's going to bring up Riri as her nickname.
Riri. Oh my God.
Oh gosh. Also, if looks could kill, Riri would have murdered the king, middle finger, and the wannabe queen bee when she showed up covered in blood back at camp.
Oh yeah,
right?
That's true.
She was narrowing them down.
And she wasn't blinking.
No.
She was staring them down.
Mm-hmm. Walk right
Daring
through.
somebody to say something to her.
Mhm.
Daring.
Right.
Daring. She says, hoping on KTSS, love y'all, best Yolande. And then she also has a tagline for us.
All right.
Hello, sisters and the Sister Speaks family. This is Yolande from the House of New York. And I feel that I can get down with dragons. I can even get down with some backstabbing from Middlefinger. I cannot get down with trying to marry a 2-year-old child, a baby. And for a reminder for everyone, please wear sunscreen. I know the Crab King, people think it's grayscale, but it could also be sunburn.
That's a good point, Yolande.
Thank you, Yolande.
Thank you for pronouncing your name too. Sorry.
You know what? Now that is a good idea. It could be.
He's just burnt up.
Sunburned.
Wouldn't it have been reddish though?
Because it is a lot of. It was red.
It was red, like red and gray. Yeah.
It was.
Was it?
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was more like grayish, like dirty.
Yeah, it was like irritated red.
Yeah.
Yeah, see,
was
we
gross.
needed more information about
Yes.
him.
More info.
Yeah.
Agreed. Yeah.
That's what Myron said too.
Mhm.
In that long
Yeah.
ass.
Like what was his motivation?
speed.
Well, he was a pirate. That's what we were told. And pirates just want to go and snatch stuff.
Right.
But
Yeah.
pirates were also on their ship out in the sun a lot too.
Mm.
That's
Right.
true. That is true.
Yeah.
He's been in
This is
cave
like-
for 3 years.
Yeah, but this is a character we've known since from the first episode. You know, he's been
Yeah.
along for a long time, and now he's just
You gone.
gone. We didn't know explanation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
But somebody must know something. Hopefully, it'll leak out.
Yeah.
Thank you, Yolande.
Thank you,
Yolande.
Okay, our next email is from Joseph.
Hey, Joseph.
Hey, Joseph.
Hey, Joseph. Hey, sisters. Another great episode. Let's get started. 1, I am loving these time jump episodes. I hope they keep this style of storytelling for the duration of the season and possibly the series overall. It forces the plot to keep moving forward, and personally, I did not find any of the scenes to not have a point, unlike other shows.
Yeah.
Two, Daemon. Boy, oh boy, he is becoming quite a character in this show. The final battle scene was great. Dracarys, them motherfuckers. Laugh out loud.
Yes.
3, is King Viserys that delusional that the realm doesn't recognize his daughter is the heir to the Iron Throne, even though Alicent did give him a male child? Shaking my head. Yeah. He thinks that the realm's going to be okay with that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just because he said it.
Right.
4, it was pretty neat to see a Lannister in the episode. Did you ladies notice that notice that one of the characters before the ending battle started, their name in the closed captions was Joffrey? Yes. I think I did notice that.
I
But
did.
it went by so quick and I was so busy watching that I skipped over it. If y'all don't have them closed captions on, I think you may miss out on those bits.
Yeah.
So true.
I did
always
notice
have it.
that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
5, I just discovered 2 Harry Potter connections who are in House of the Dragon. such as the actor who plays Otto. He was Luna Lovegood's father in Deathly Hallows Part 1.
Huh.
Okay. I didn't realize that was him. Okay.
In the intro credits, I noticed a name that looked familiar, and that was the show's costume designer. Janie Temime, a French designer, designed the costumes from the third Potter movie through 8.
Wow.
A lot of Harry Potter movies.
Okay.
I didn't know it was
Yeah.
8.
I mean, a Harry Potter fan would know
Yeah,
that.
one for each book. Well, the last book was 2 movies.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Eight
that makes sense
shows,
then.
Yeah.
Cannot wait for
Wow.
the next podcast, ladies. We surely got our Sunday nights back. Joseph from
Yeah.
Las Vegas.
Thank you,
Joseph.
Joseph.
I love that history. He always has some good.
I know. Good
yeah.
research. Good.
He's
Good
watching all the
history.
credits and everything.
I know.
Wow.
I know. I'm usually like hanging with my mouth open while the credits are
Right.
going. Like, okay. All right. Our next feedback is from. I think this is the last one. Yes, it's from Goody Roop.
Hey, good.
Hey, Goody.
Goody. She says, "Hey, ladies. I read a story about how HBO Max crashed Sunday night when everyone was watching Dim Thrones. Did it?
I read that. Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
I guess because a lot of folks had Monday off. Just thought that was funny. Really? So people who work Mondays aren't watching on Sunday?
Because it comes on late.
Too late, maybe?
I guess.
Yeah, it comes on late. For some people.
Yeah. I rewatched the first 2 episodes, and it seems to me that Rhaenyra had a crush on Alicent. Oh. She did. You know what?
Somebody mentioned that. Was it
She-
you, Sister K?
No, I don't think I did.
I thought somebody caught something between them.
Remember when they were reading at the tree and she had her head in her lap and she was saying,
Yes.
the only thing I want to do in life is to ride a dragon with you across the countryside and eat whatever they were talking about.
I didn't even take it like that.
No, I didn't
either.
either. Yeah. But
That could be. But y'all, maybe that's why she's still salty after
Still
3
salty.
years.
Yeah.
oh.
I mean, I'd still be salty too, but she's like she's like a whole nother level.
Yeah.
But that's because it's her best friend.
Right.
And her
Yeah.
dad.
And her
And her
dad.
daddy.
And it
That's
was
enough.
a secret.
That's enough
And
to
that's
still be
secret.
salty about.
Yeah.
Yeah,
still be
and it was
salty.
a secret. I did not get the fact that she was interested in
Me
Alicent
neither.
Like that?
romantically
No, I
at
didn't.
all.
Hmm.
Not at all.
She said, ooh, lost my place, sorry. But y'all are right. Those high towers are shady AF. As fuck. Well, I must go do my own chores to get ready for school. So that's all for now. Sincerely, Goody. P.S. Did y'all see Twitter joking about how Daemon was able to zigzag away from those arrows? Way better.
Yeah.
Way better than Rickon did at that Battle of the Bastards. I did not see it,
Oh
but
my
I was thinking
gosh.
it myself.
Yes.
And then she says,
Everybody was thinking that. Everybody was thinking that.
Yeah.
Plus, he was jumping and running and then ducking
He
and rolling.
was.
And
Yeah.
she says, PPS, what the fuck up? Or WTF is up with crab feeder's hair or face or mask?
Exactly.
I guess we'll never know.
No.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I
don't think we'll
we're
ever
gonna know either.
Mm-mm.
No.
Thank you, Goody.
Thank you, Goody.
Thank you, Goody.
And that was all of our feedback.
That was a lot.
That was a
Thanks,
lot.
everybody. People.
Yes,
Keep
thank
it
you,
coming.
everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
We love
But
it.
just remember. Or I'm going to talk about you back.
Oh, I lost my other one. What is it?
KTSS.
KTSS.
Could
And
And
if
if
y'all
you
need
don't
an
know,
explanation, that's keep that shit short.
Keep it short.
I was just going to bring up when we had Alex the Taxman on with his feedback last week. He did create a poll in our Facebook page.
Oh, yeah. I saw that.
Did you guys see that? Okay.
I voted.
Yeah, I voted as well. So he put up per Sistah K's episode 2 podcast request. this was about whether or not Alicent and the king were doing it at that point, or if they weren't doing it at that point.
So what's the result?
What's the consensus?
So there were 3 options. Okay. They fucking with a PH.
Not with the PH.
The second one
with the
was
PH.
no, of course
Sister
not.
A cuss. I don't know why. I know.
I know, right?
The second choice was no, of course not. She's a child. And the third option was too creeped out to answer, good sir. So the overwhelming majority of 84% chose no, of course not. She's a child.
No.
Which was my answer as well.
No,
but
that was not my answer.
A child does not matter to them.
It wasn't the child part.
Child
though.
part.
Yeah.
That was not my answer.
But no.
I know, Jay.
No.
We know.
And Alex the Taxman, he agreed with me. He said, yeah, they fucking.
No.
Yeah.
I didn't think they were.
It was
at
just
that point.
they were.
talking
That's
at
the
that
whole
point.
point of him. Her daddy sending her there the very night Queen Emma died.
85%. No, they ain't. So that's it. Thank you, Alex, for putting that poll
Thank you,
up.
Alex.
Appreciate that.
Well, it's an opinion now because we won't know. But
I know.
Exactly. Yeah.
I didn't think so either. But.
All right.
Thank y'all so much for your feedback and for taking part of our poll. If you want to do things like take a part of our poll, talk about the episode, you can go to our Facebook group.
Taglines, yes.
Yeah,
well,
taglines.
Send us an email with a tagline. But I was going to say for our Facebook group, go to Sister Speak Nation, look up Sister Speak Nation in Facebook, and you will find us there. And you can join our group and talk about the show and all kinds of stuff. If you do have a tagline or some feedback to send in, send it to sisterspeak@gmail.com. As you see, we will read it and play it on the podcast in its entirety, even though if your ass is long, we will talk shit about you. So just
we
so
will
you know,
talk some shit.
You'll get read by Sister J, which I know many of you want to happen.
Want that to happen.
To seek out my reads on purpose.
I think, yeah.
I think that's it.
Totally.
Yes. It's like a bucket list item.
But try.
Get read by Sister J. Once in my life.
It's happened so many times, I don't even pay attention anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
But please try to refrain to help my throat.
Yeah, your throat.
My throat.
Yes.
If you would like to see our podcast, if you're listening to us on any of the podcast platforms, just know, slide on over to YouTube and you could watch us in person. See us in the flesh and our lippies and everything. We are also on Patreon. As you heard, we have some new Patreon members. You can go to patreon.com/SistaSpeak to find out more about the tiers that we have there and how you can get the podcast early and a bunch of other content as well.
Yes.
Yep. A whole bunch of other content.
Whole bunch.
All right. I think that is it. I am Sister K.
I'm Sister J.
I'm Sister LM.
And I'm Sister A.
We'll see y'all next time. Bye.
Don't beat the messenger.
Don't forget to zig and zag.
Okay. We glad that the C Snack and Snack Jr. is okay. We out.
Yes.
Yes.